welcome to Dicefunctional, where a bunch of friends have fun playing D&D, and we share the story with you, our wonderful audience. Warmest of welcomes to you all. Welcome to the show. Special welcome to those of you tuning in for the first time. We hope you all enjoy the adventures of Fortune's Blade as we continue our journey through this wonderful land with a bunch of wonderful friends. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Obviously, the usual housekeeping, just as we're going through, if you are looking for some previous adventures of Fortune's Blade, looking to catch up, keep up, whatever it may be, or want to recommend others to where to start with these awesome journeys, just remember that, hey, we're on all of your favorite podcasting platforms. We are there on YouTube. All you got to do is search Dicefunctional, and you'll find us. Super, super easy. And hey, you know what? With a lot of time to kill right now, we got a lot of adventures for you guys. It's a good way to pass the time. Promise. It's all silly. You'll enjoy it. But yeah, that's all we have as far as announcements, I do believe, unless anyone has anything that I didn't know about. Cool. Glad everyone answered all at once. Awesome. So with all those announcements done, we're going to introduce the cast before we begin tonight's adventure. First, we have Becca playing the feisty half-elf rogue warlock and captain of the fortunate slayer of other ships by fire. It is Dea.
I thought you were going to say my name was Slayer, and I was like, in my head, I just heard like Halo announcer voice, Slayer.
Slayer.
Thank you.
Headshot. I was going to do a voice changer, but I'm not going to do that here on the recording. Next is Michelle playing the Tiefling Wizard and part of Team Burn the Ship. It's Rudy.
Burn it to the ground.
We're gonna deal
Or
with
to the bottom of the ocean.
those
Next is
repercussions.
Jess playing the Tiefling Fighter Paladin and newest translator of Fortune's Blade. It's Mercy.
I called it before you even said it that it was going to be a translation joke.
That one might have been lost in translation. Then we have Jill playing our Halfling Fighter Bard and the comforting presence to lost sailors. It's Ro.
I hate it here. I hate it here so much. One day I'll be released from this prison.
Funny, that's the same thing that the gun is saying. Next is Cody playing the Kitsune Oracle and Medieval Orcan Man. It's Haru.
Sanctuary is my version of a hazmat suit.
You're going to need that going outside anymore. Next is Jolly playing the official Precious Bean, the Asmar Sorcerer, and the other part of Team Burn the Ship. It's Maddie!
She's becoming an arsonist now.
It's true. It's true. It's only getting worse. But hey, just think of this. As you burn things, you can use them to fuel the ovens that you're using to make all the delicious pastries. There you go. Multitasking. That's what we're here for. And finally, it's me, Jace, playing the Fairbold Paladin Barbarian, and the one in his infinite wisdom stepping on all the weird bugs. It's Gale, featuring a sword that's sometimes a dog and a dog that's sometimes a sword. We got our DM ready. Connor, go ahead and take it away!
So, where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, they had decided to... What?
Connor, you didn't open a can!
What are you talking about?
Wait, I got it.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm busy doing something. Just give me a second. You know?
I got
Because I don't necessarily need to open the can. I can just... There we go.
Open the cannon.
I very quietly opened the can. Where we last left our group of intrepid adventurers, you guys had decided to go after a ship that had missed its redocking date. It should have been able to do its run and then come back to the port at Haton's, and it completely failed to do so. You managed to get a little bit of information from the other ships that had gone off in the same direction with it. But you decided to start going off in the general direction of where it should be. Eventually, you guys managed to find the boat, mostly abandoned, save for one crew member still actually moving around on the boat trying to pilot it all on his own. You did not catch the name of this... God, I forgot people were talking as the fortunate. You do not manage to catch the name of this sailor, but the Ecclesta, which you guys then butted up right against so you could rescue the sailor, proved to be infected by an unknown parasite, this barnacle-like creature that would spread from person to person, taking over their bodies slowly but surely. Down at the very bottom of the boat, On the second floor, you found, of course, a stockade of weaponry, many not being made of metal, but instead bone, flint, and other non-metallic objects, and another box that was full of firearms. Discussing this with the rescued sailor, you found that it appeared that they were going to be making 2 drop-offs, one in northern Bacretia and one in southern. But then you guys went down to the lowest deck and found what remained of the rest of the crew. You guys then retreated after being attacked by a few of these barnacles and got back onto your boat, and you guys just began burning down the other ship, correct?
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
we burned it down.
Just needed to confirm that.
Fuck
The
it.
abs.
Yeah, don't like
That's
that.
fine. It's fine.
Okay.
It's okay. Okay, I'm reversing still. Let me do. Yeah. Yeah.
So, you guys stand now on the Fortunate after Erudite has cast Wall of Fire, correct?
Yeah, that's what that is what I cast. I was like, why do I have 1 4th level spell missing? But that's exactly.
Yeah, it's because you guys Wall of Fire and you bisected the ship. And Maddie, you had cast. What did you cast?
I guess it's either control flames to like specifically, just control it at a certain direction of the flames.
Okay, you can certainly do that.
Okay.
So I'll have you guys roll the damage for Wall of Fire and for Control Flames. Because I need to keep that in mind, according to what happens next.
Okay.
Okay.
We're really liking this.
Yeah. Well, this is what we do, so it's fine. I will hold on. Submit. I'm sorry, my internet's being a little slow. Okay, there you go. 25.
It'll automatically fail to
it's-
save as it is a boat.
Yeah,
and
obviously.
for Control
It's gonna
Flames-
go lengthwise, not width. So it's like,
Yes. I figured you're not going to cut it in
Okay.
half. You know.
Yeah.
I know what you're going for.
Okay.
So animate the flames, double or halve. Expand the flame in one direction. Okay, that'll definitely help. So are you going? So Maddie. So Maddie, you're trying to control the flames to make it burn the lower decks.
Yes.
Okay, I'm just trying to make absolutely sure that I know how you guys are going to do this.
Okay.
So you guys cast Wall of Flame, and then follow it up with Control Fire, making sure to catch the lowest section of the boats as much as possible. You all stand back and watch as the boat begins to hiss and pop as the deck of the ship begins to burn off the salt water that would have coated it, and then eventually begins to catch completely. Within a matter of a minute, the entirety of the boat has caught fire. If you want, you guys can start rolling perception checks.
Don't mind if I do.
Because we watching this shit burn.
I want to roll too, because I want to watch.
Out of all the things Joe does, on brand.
Seeing an entire ass boat burn? Hell yeah.
I am not getting within sight range.
No.
That's a bit too close.
Fair enough. All right.
Gonna burn it down.
Did the Fortunate feel it's a boat? Yes.
I had
Oh
to,
no. Oh no. The boats. I'm assuming she didn't.
I
try
wanted
damage
to
the boat.
ask.
You're fine.
I would not have done it on. No.
Yeah. The Fortunate, I'm assuming, was just sculpted away from it.
I mean, also because we're close. It's not that. It's a length, and it's only like if you're within. Are we within 10 feet?
Oh, honey.
Like we literally have to be within 10 feet. I'm so confused.
Yeah, I figured.
Okay, that's fine. Whatever.
It was
It's
more
fine.
a joke
I sculpted
question
it,
than
yeah,
anything.
Whoa, this
So-
music.
Shut
Wait.
up.
Got to put on the music back.
This scared me.
No, why is it so dramatic
So-
all of a sudden?
Because we're gonna
Um,
hear the screams of the
Ro
people below the ship.
and Mercy, you guys are watching, and
It's just a fortunate have not after this.
no, the fortunate's fine. You don't worry. You guys are watching the flames
I'm
of the
just asking
other
in
ship
general.
beginning to catch fire. Dea, on the other hand, you're watching down low, near where the other decks should be. And at first you don't see much of anything, but eventually you do hear the splintering of wood. And you hear a very faint
What?
The jumping ship, aren't they?
Ah,
Yep.
fuck.
Yeah, we freed them. Well, I kind of figured that might happen, but
That's
Fine.
exactly what I said would happen.
it's fine.
To be fair, it's not a problem at the moment.
They
We'll
might
get
come
that
towards
to
us,
later.
though.
We'll deal with it
No,
later.
They might come to our boat.
Dea keeping an eye out. You would see that there are some faint bulbous calcified shapes that are kind of moving underwater. They're not swimming fast, and to be honest, they do seem to be almost buoyantly floating at a certain point. But you see that they don't appear to go near your boat. They just kind of let themselves get carried off by the current.
So that's how barnacles move.
Can we ban Dea?
What? No, that was. She did not say that. I wonder if we should try firing on them, but I don't know how useful that will be.
It's up to you.
Fire
What do you want to do,
with
guys?
What was that, Jess?
Nothing. A really bad joke.
I hate you. I hate you.
If that gives you an idea of how bad the joke was.
Oh boy.
If any of them survived, we should take care of them. If they reach land, could easily infect an entire population.
It would
Yeah.
suck to get home and realize there's no one to pay us.
I mean, we do have some ranged options, so today's gonna like do people have like bows and arrows? I guess it feels silly to throw cannonballs at them.
I mean, there are most certainly individuals on the boat who are carrying either crossbows or bows and arrows. Yes.
I could be wrong, but I think there's someone with a very advanced version of that.
Yeah.
We
There's
also,
there's also
No,
Ro.
people with
Well, also in theory, there are the firearms that you guys commandeered.
Oh,
What I was gonna
everybody grab a gun!
The whole party gets done.
Oh my god, that would be so fucking funny.
No, just throw Gale in the water. Let's see what happens.
No.
Bad idea, actually, turns out.
Are you sure?
Yeah.
He's a one-man wrecking crew.
What do you guys want to do? The longer you guys put the decision off, the further away they're going to go.
Before we got sidetracked, I asked the question so that I could order people to fire on them.
Yeah. You
Oh,
can you can have them fire at them using crossbows and the like.
Yeah.
I can't. I don't want to use a fireball.
Should I let you
Shouldn't
let you
use
shoot?
fireball on the ocean.
No, I'm not.
Is Ro gonna do a shoot?
No.
No.
I was not gonna do a shoot. It's not my job.
God damn it, Ro.
I'm watching a boat burn, thank you very much. I gotta
Ah.
How far are they from
All
us?
right.
The stuff.
Maybe about 30 to 45 feet. They are underwater as well, so you'll have to keep
I
that
can't
in
really
mind.
do anything. Sorry.
So, a few of the
I
crewmen.
am going to summon my celestial spirit and just have it follow them and take them out.
Okay. What are the stats on the Celestial Spirit?
It is. Let's see. 30 feet movement speed, fly 40 feet. It is able to make number attacks equal to half the spell level rounded down, so that's 2 right now per turn.
Mm-hmm.
Using the mace or the bow, it's either +7 or +8 to hit, depending on which one, and an average of like 13-14 damage per hit.
Okay. So, but it doesn't have a swim speed, does it?
Does not.
Okay.
It's going to have to fly over.
Yeah, that's about the best it could do. Okay, so I'll just have you make 2 attacks for it using, I'm assuming, ranged on them. And Jill, you're the Rudy Tooty Shooty person. Can you do me a favor and just type in /R D20 +4?
/R. Oh god, I'm doing it on my phone. D20
+4.
+4. Got it.
Yep.
And then
20.
baller.
All right. So, with the assistance of the Celestial Spirit and the crew members, they all begin firing down at the barnacle creatures that can be seen floating away. You would note that a few of them almost certainly do get killed, but at least a few of them do manage to slip away and continue following along the currents, either dipping down below, being dragged down by the ocean's currents, or going out of the distance of the shots that the crew members can make.
How deep are they underwater?
By the point where they would be starting to get out of the range of the crew members, probably about 45 feet away, underwater. And with the height of a boat, it's not a particularly easy shot to make the further along they get.
For some people, maybe.
For some people.
Fucking no.
Don't ever include me with the likes of them. I got good eyes.
Do you though?
Yes.
You only have a +2 to perception.
You were asking, why were you asking, Jolly?
Oh, because I was wondering if immolation would work if it can't be distinguished by non-magical means.
Huh.
In terms.
I mean, I think you found your answer right there.
It's a radius, so like if I just chuck it 90 feet or like where they're at.
Immolation is not a radius.
No, it's a
spell.
target.
It's a target spell.
It's not
The
AoE.
target spell.
Yeah, but with that said, it still can't be extinguished. So you can at least focus one down and have them start cooking underwater.
And in theory, maybe hitting a couple of the others.
It's true. Maybe.
Oh my god, for
I
a
don't-
second I couldn't click on Erudite's thing and I was so scared. I was like, oh no, what if we have an Erudite?
I mean, you can certainly do it if you want to.
I mean, okay. I'll
Yeah, I'll
just try.
roll an attack. I will. So,
Okay.
I suppose I'll roll dexterity for one of them, but odds are it's not going to do well. No, it didn't do well. Yeah, so at least one of them is slowly beginning to get boiled while deep underwater. So you guys are certainly starting to cut down the numbers that are managing to escape from the boat, and you only see about 7 manage to drop out from the underside. And with the combined efforts of the Celestial Spirits, the crew, and Maddie, you manage to cut it down to only about 2 that are managing to get away.
Can I chill touch one of them since it's necrotic? I mean, it'd be a disadvantage because it's beyond 30 feet for me, but I don't care. I'm gonna try anyway.
You can certainly give it a shot, yeah.
Yeah. This is Michelle do this is Erudite. Actually, can I chill the dead?
To the dead.
I have to be dead
it's-
now.
It doesn't make a difference to me either way.
Okay, so they need to make a wisdom saving throw.
Okay.
I'm gonna chill the dead because it's a save or whatever. And they take half damage even if they pass. Now.
I know.
So what? Yeah.
Natural
they
20.
Pass. They pass.
Natural 20.
So they take half damage. Do I have to the dead? Oh, I don't have it marked here. Shit, I gotta do that. That's weird. Hold on, let me see if somebody cantrips. Sorry. Nope. Okay. I think it's R D
8.
3d8s, I believe.
It is.
At level
It is
10.
a D8.
Yeah,
I
but
think typically it's level 11.
oh, so 2d8. Okay, that's fine. Sorry. So they take 7 points of damage.
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, it's not missing any hit points, so it'd only be only be the D8, and at level 11 it becomes 3D.
So it's 2d8
Whatever.
right now. So it's fine.
Yeah, so it's 2D8.
So they take
Follows
7.
standard cantrip progression.
They take 7 points of damage because they take half.
Yep.
Even if they succeed with my shit. I need to add that. Oh, okay.
My room is a bit chilly. Yep. So you managed to.
Oh, sorry. Did not mean
Put
to
a
do
little
that.
bit of damage onto one of them, but it does not appear to die. It keeps floating away. Anything else?
Wait, this is. No, what's this say?
Not going to do much, but I can have the spirit just keep following them, flying above, trying to get them.
I mean, I can throw some Eldritch Blasts at it as well.
Okay.
Where's it?
The first one will hit, the second will not.
Yeah, a whole chunky 5 damage.
Alright. So I'll say, unless there's anything big that you guys can do right now, the two of them are going to get away. There's no getting away from this now.
Yeah, I don't have any, like, amazing range.
My range catches on fire, which is useless in water.
I mean, I guess I could.
God damn it, Jill!
What is this? Like Dungeons and Dragons or something?
I have a question.
How
Were
do
you-
I gun?
Were you literally waiting until it was at the end?
I was waiting to see if you guys would handle it.
That is so in character for Lo, though.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot it on a gun.
I mean, hit.
Do I have to do 2 again? Is this like, this isn't standard combat?
It's not standard combat, but you can still make 2 attacks.
Okay. Hit?
Yes.
19.
Just checking. I didn't take
So you, focusing down one of them, you do manage to dispatch the last, one of the last 2 with little to no ease. There's only one floating off on its own, and it is sinking down lower, so you don't know where it's going to turn up, but there's only one that's managing to get away.
How much harm could one do?
Yeah.
Don't say that.
Boy, this is...
You say that!
I've seen
but
zombie
no.
movies where they say stuff like that.
What? Oh, I know what I just said, but it's more fun if I say that shit.
It's not like this could get any worse.
What's the worst that could happen?
Oh god.
Alright, gang, we should split up and search for clues.
What
it's so
direction
not
is the
visible
current taking it?
The current on this one is seeming to take it in a more southern direction at this moment in time, but you don't know if it'll always stay in that southern direction.
Can we not see it anymore?
By this point, I'm just going to say no.
Can't wait until we have to deal with this when we go to Bakusha.
Hey, maybe it'll deal with the future for us.
I did say southern, so it's more like Vermune.
Damn.
That's still gonna get rid of capitalism.
Uh,
Well,
If I can't see it, I
the
can't
capitalist country has to deal with a horrible disease. Wait a minute.
Oh god.
wait a minute.
Can I do shatter? Because I don't think I need to see it.
By this range, probably not.
Shatter
It's
is 90 feet, I think.
it's well out of that. It was 45 feet deep,
Okay,
and
then yeah, I can't do. I mean, the only thing I can do is maybe fireball because that's 150 feet, but like I can't. Well, I could just kind of theoretically just try it and just use a fireball and see if it does anything and see if anything happens.
Cool.
what the hell?
Craig's dead.
Yeah,
The
we
other one's
lost
still
Greg.
up though. It's fine. other one's still up. It's fine.
We lose main Greg
Um,
like every other week.
Yeah,
Which is
it's annoying.
very odd.
I mean,
Uh,
things underwater
uh,
aren't immune to fire damage. They just take half damage if they're fully submerged.
Yep.
And I can change it to something else. That's actually not an issue. The fire damage thing is not an issue because I can change it to thunder damage or something. Fuck it. I think Rudy's just gonna go for it. Whatever. Yeah, I'll just do a fireball.
Mm-hmm.
I'll change it to thunder. And attempt to throw it at the thing in that direction. It's
Mhm.
150 feet, so fuck it. Whatever. Level 3. 33.
Alright.
I want to get rid of it. That fails!
It does fail. Is it still fire?
Nope, it is thunder. I changed it to thunder.
Okay. So you let loose the fireball on the creature, the thunderball. It does fail to save. And you see it continue floating off into the distance. You don't know what happens.
Well, I tried.
So, what would you guys like to do now?
Well, I think we were continuing towards Harproy to see.
He
gonna
said,
take-
I was about to say, the guy said he thinks they got it on Harproy, but he's not 100% sure. He kind of put a question mark after it.
Well,
Yeah, but like,
well-
what else? What other leads do we have?
well,
Oh no, I'm not arguing it.
What, Rudy?
And
What?
You cut out completely.
Yeah, you
Michelle.
didn't say anything.
Long silence.
I just heard man, and then just nothing.
And that was it.
I was like, okay, geez.
I can, well, if I get some rest, I can cast a spell so that he can talk to all of us. We can get his name, because I don't think we got his name.
I mean, our name's that important.
Yes, actually, in this case it is. I do think it is important to know someone's name, actually. But-
Manners weren't necessarily our top priority.
To be fair,
Sorry.
most of us on the ship have lied about our name at one point or another.
Yeah, I've never lied
I
about my name.
continuously lie about my name.
Exactly. Technically, my name isn't my name.
Okay, well,
Well,
either
it
way-
is. It's just wasn't always your name.
Either way.
I use fake names. Yes.
Either way. Either way, it'll be easier instead of doing this whole. She points at like the stuff that Mercy's been writing. This is complicated. It's easier if he just talks to us. So I can just do a thing that makes it so he can talk to us. I just need to sleep.
Right then.
Alright, so do you want to find out his name?
Yes.
Okay.
I mean-
sure.
I mean, I can't cast tongues until I get some rest. Like, I literally cannot do it until I get my long rest to change my spells. So I need to do that
Okay.
first.
Mercy?
Yeah.
Aren't you talking with them using the pen and paper?
Yeah.
Yeah, couldn't you just ask his name using that?
I mean, yeah, but how do you... I mean, Mercy's just gonna write her name if that's the case.
Yeah,
Hope he understands what that means.
Point at the
Mercy,
thing.
mercy.
Point at
No,
self.
Mercy
Yes.
Ogden.
Mercy.
I'm gonna put my full name, so it's not just the word Mercy.
He sees Mercy. Yes, please.
I am asking for mercy.
Should have
He doesn't entirely know.
See?
Either way, it'll be easier just to get, instead of this whole complicated thing, explaining something is much easier than writing things down and hoping he understands. And
I mean, for the most part, it's been fairly
Just 8
effective.
hours.
We only messed up like twice.
Yeah, but
Regardless,
you-
I do think we should still head to Harproy. Sitting on the seas after all of this is not a good plan.
yeah, how long will it take us to get there?
Dare?
DM.
How long will it take to get to Harproy?
Yeah.
4 days, and at the current rate of travel, you'd probably be there by about night. Well, nighttime-ish.
Yeah. So that.
Because he did say he thinks they got it on Harproy.
Really quick, just for goofs,
Mhm.
Ro's gonna hold out the stack of papers that like put whatever you like want on him, and motion for him to take one. You know what I mean?
Okay.
I want to see what he's gonna get. I want to see what he's thinking about.
Yep.
Okay.
That's fair.
We have him. Why not?
Oh boy, what would you be thinking of?
I mean, if you have a family,
Oh, there are a lot of things.
There are a lot of things you could be thinking about right now.
I mean,
For
if he's-
example, if he has a family, that he could
If
be
he's-
thinking
What
of
the
the
heck?
nightmares he just had to live through.
What the heck Mercy just tried to convey to him.
Yeah. What is mercy? I think what you'll probably get when he pulls back one of the piece of paper is a very well done drawing of one of these barnacle creatures.
Okay, cool. I'll take it.
As
of his
in-
hands.
Like one of his ex-crewmates coated in these barnacles that have just ripped through bits of their clothing and are just overgrowing them.
in fairness, we could use this.
It was a big brain move. Definitely not a like, I want to make Connor come up with something on the spot kind of move.
In fairness, I did have to come with something on the spot.
I think as we approach the island, we should have increased watches. Off the
Increased
side of the
watches-
boat.
I agree with. And also, someone here needs to put on fucking shoes.
Gail.
What?
That's a dig at you.
Cute.
Why would I need to put on shoes?
So you don't step on another one. You guys just told us you stepped on one.
I did. I killed it.
It can't be good to step on them. What if you track it somewhere?
That is
Why
how
would I
he got
track
bit
it
by
somewhere? If I step on it, then it gets squished.
But we don't know how they work.
They don't have jobs.
Probably not. I don't know what you'd hire them for, to be fair.
Farm work. Barn. Pickles.
Oh, Bill. Ah.
Can I push you
Where
off
are you,
the ship?
Warren?
I'm sorry, I had a Red Bull.
Is that your excuse?
Yes. My brain is going too fast. I need to slow down. I'll shut up, I promise.
No, it's okay.
Regardless, we don't really know how these things work. We don't need you accidentally, potentially trekking something that shouldn't be trekked into somewhere. It's temporary, Gail. We're not gonna ask you to wear shoes all the time.
I'm gonna be honest, Mercy. I don't think there are shoes big enough for his feet.
I mean, at least some
About to say,
better
like,
weapons.
Big feet.
Big socks!
He could wear
Giant
sandals like I do.
I don't like socks.
But where are we going?
They make my feet all itchy.
You don't wear socks, your shoes smell very bad.
Which
I
is
can tell
also
you
why
this.
I don't wear shoes.
Can we at least get you to bargain to put heavier wrappings on your foot so you can take them off at night and throw them away? If you step on one.
I can just keep the wrappings on that I have. I don't see the problem with this.
I just worry about you trekking in somewhere to an island that already has problems from the sounds of it.
I wipe my feet when I go into a house.
I don't think trekking is as much of a problem as getting stabbed by a parasite.
Which has already happened.
Yeah.
Oh, well, parasites
I mean-
don't bother me.
Anyway, no, I don't think there's much danger of him trekking it around because we can see these things. But
I still don't like them.
Even
no.
if parasites do not harm you, that does not mean you can't spread them further.
But I
I get-
wouldn't spread them. I just step on them and they squish. If I wipe my feet, then I can't spread them.
Like you wipe your feet, you're spreading it all over.
my brain just immediately went to, and here's the crew trying to explain to Gale why he needs to wear a mask.
Oh, we're too topical now.
Damn it! How do we keep doing this?
Oh my god.
To explain this.
I'm not gonna argue it anymore. Just for now, if you step on something, you gotta throw away whatever wrappings you have on your foot and replace them.
Why?
Because we don't know what these things fully do. Yeah, they may be a parasite, but the gunk might grow more of them, like the barnacle thingies.
But what if I wipe it off?
These things puncture your skin and
Oh, I
insert
felt it.
some sort of lava into your body. It does not
Oh.
matter if you wipe off the surface or even completely sanitize it. Not remove it from your body, then it still exists there and can still be spread.
Well, anytime a parasite has gotten into my body before, my body's just killed it.
Ew.
I mean, to be fair,
Ew.
I can't
Maybe-
argue with that because that's what started happening with my shit. But still,
It may be the case, but we don't know what these are capable of, and if they are
I
in
put
some
this
way arcane, then they might not follow conventional rules.
I put the suggestion out. It's out there. Gail's talking has given me a headache. I'm gonna go back to reading.
How about
Alright,
this?
have
I'll
fun.
just make sure whenever I step on one, I wipe my feet immediately.
Sure.
It's the best
It
compromise
works.
I'm gonna get.
If you won't wear further footwear, then whenever you step on one, before you come back on the boat, you must receive a full medical examination.
I mean, you'd have to catch me first.
There
to
it
be
is.
fair.
There it
Oh my
is.
god, Gail.
It'll be fine.
I'm sure it will be. Let's move on.
Besides, if there really is one and it won't die, I'll just dig it out.
Sounds great, Gail. Just wipe your feet. It's fine. We'll deal with it as it comes.
My
Just
head
don't-
hurts.
Just don't stomp on any more barnacles. Hit it with like your hammer or something instead.
That was my plan.
Yeah, there we go.
It feels really weird when they stab you, so I don't like that.
I would hope not.
So, you guys want to continue on to Harproy?
Yes.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So, are you guys going to be maintaining a watch in the meantime?
Yeah. Probably for the best. At very least, I know Mercy's going to at least offer to take the one either in the afternoon or at night.
If you'd like, we can more or less just do one watch to cover the entire trip, because really I have nothing planned to occur between here and there. So,
I'll take a watch.
Yeah. Let's just do that and Mercy will assist. So if he wants to see if he sees anything.
Or are we doing a round of watch checks?
we're basically just gonna, like, you guys are going to do
One
the
check.
watch schedule, and you'll do it
Okay.
once, because I'm not going to make you do a watch for every day, because nothing's really going to happen.
Okay.
All right, morning
Sounds
watch.
good.
Okay. I mean, at
What?
some
I
point,
mean,
do
even if we
want
know
to pass
nothing's
thumbs
gonna
on him
happen,
and
it
talk to
makes
him.
sense that we'd be
Don't point it
watching
out.
regardless.
I want to see
No,
what
I know.
can
I'm
see.
just saying that
Yeah.
that's a. I want to say at this
Do
point.
I
this
see
is
any
what
dolphins?
Do you see any dolphins?
I
Yes.
just want to point that out there. I will not be doing watches,
Well,
though,
let's
'cause
see
I'm
with the
bad at that.
perception check, I
I
guess.
got a 12.
You got a... you did. Oh, what? Oh, you rolled his...
I forgot to switch the thing. in
Oh,
the
okay,
chat
I was
thing.
curious why I did see the icon. That's why I
I
immediately
don't
was
know
like,
why it did that, because I had it selected when I rolled my earlier thing.
no big deal. So, yeah, you'd probably spot at least a dolphin or two that does kind of like hop up out of the water for a little bit, then kind of fuck off, because it's a dolphin.
That's what I focus most of my effort on, is watching them.
Monkey on the car.
Fuck off!
Fuck off! Monkey on the car.
I do not get that reference.
Oh
Alright.
no!
We're gonna have to send you that video later.
Someone needs to send her the video.
Oh god.
It's like a few seconds. It's not a long video.
It's a vine.
I think
So
it might
yeah,
be.
you guys maintaining your watches over the next couple of days, you wouldn't find much in the way of problems. I'm assuming that Dea, you'll either be manning the ship or maintaining watch as you guys should be approaching Harproy.
Yeah, she'll be like. Well, I mean, the crew kind of knows where to dock, so she'll be watching out. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, you can roll a perception check for that last day.
16. Wow.
Okay.
Not my best work.
So, as you guys are beginning to close in on Harproy proper, you would note that the island itself does appear to be very much rocky and unstable. There are a large number of others, like almost you refer to them as islands, but really they're too small and too sharp and pointed to be islands. They're more so just stones that are sticking out of the ground. Fairly large ones, but still. The entire southeastern section of this island itself is just one large cliff face, so it stands to reason that you'll likely have to do a quick loop around in order to actually see where the dock is properly. But here we have the map of Harproy, and this will be the 86th of fall by the time you guys get there.
Focus.
Okay. Okay.
What? Oh, this
It's
is
40
like
Nope.
a big.
It's 40 to be 4 days away from the 82nd, so it'll be 86th.
Could I have done
sure.
the tongues thing? at
Is
some
this
point
little
during the
ship
trip?
where we land, or is that like a wreck?
No, that's a shipwreck.
Haha.
You note that near the southeastern section of the actual cliff face itself, the waves, the waters do appear to be rocky and a bit dangerous, and judging by the pointed rocks and the cliff face, it seems like a very easy location for a ship to become wrecked. But with your 16 in perception, the island itself does appear to be fairly lush on the top. Grass, trees, stuff like that, occasional patches that are almost forest-like. But it all has a very rocky appearance. So, you guys sail around the island proper, and you'd find that there is a dock area over here on the island. I need to turn off the grid because you don't need that for this. There we go. Yeah, there's a dock right here where you can set up your boat. How do you know this shit?
I'm a nerd.
Fucking. Jesus. Yeah, so there are a few sets of spire rocks and so stacks and stone runs, stuff like that. You guys make your way over towards the docks for this island right here, and you see that it appears to be just a dock on its own. A little ways away, you do see the lights of a town towards the southwest.
A town.
Yeah, a small town.
Oh.
And I will point out, just for reference, because I haven't scaled the map just yet, the island itself is maybe like an hour-long walk total, so it's like a 4-mile wide island. This place is small.
You fucked with the scale so you could do accuracy on the map.
That's what I'll have to do in a bit. But also, I just wanted to make the map look good, and I'm not too terribly worried about how long, like, how accurate the mileage is, so... So,
You said,
Basically, we can get anywhere on the island within a reasonable amount of time.
yeah.
more or less, yeah. It's really not a big island, so travel is not an issue.
You said there was a town to the southwest? There. Okay, there it is.
South, that's a little bit west. Southwest. Southwest.
This is kind of why I wanted to cast tongues, so we could find out what was
can do
actually
so.
on the island. from the person that. Yeah, that's what I've been trying to.
we
like,
can't
I don't
hear
wanna
you.
Do that just so
Yeah, you
they
have.
would. No. I was saying it before.
You
and I
did.
feel like I
You
was
got
like,
cut
"Hey,
off so
it's
bad.
my internet."
Just.
Anyway, yeah, at some point during the trip, she would have done it on him to find out exactly what's on the island or what they saw. Because it's easier to, like, even, like, with all the writing and stuff, it's easier to just get it
Okay.
from someone, like, without the
Okay.
translation stuff.
So,
So,
speaking.
yeah. And I would have asked his name
is,
first.
Philippe Redrick. Oh, sorry, Redlick. Or Redlike. I suppose you could say it will be in his accent.
It says Red Lich, Connor.
I'm suspicious.
He's a lich.
Squints.
Like y'all can make of that whatever you want. It's just his name. So, and as for information from him, what are you going to ask him?
I'm actually going to let other people, like, I mean, I literally just cast a spell so other people could ask him questions, so it's easier. Like, it's more like
Okay.
wanting to know what's exactly on the island, how far things are, like, what exactly happened, so that it's like you with translation and stuff, you've gotten stuff, but like.
All right then. So other people can ask him questions because Michelle keeps breaking up and I can't hear her.
Right.
So any questions for Philip?
that too.
Well, I guess she'd ask, where did you pick up the shipment on the island?
We didn't pick up the shipment from the island, per se. We stopped for supplies.
Okay, where did you
It
go
was
for
close.
these supplies?
We just stopped in the town.
And you didn't go anywhere else? No other crewmates went off on their own exploring?
Not to my knowledge, no. The crew did have a day leave, so we did do as we wished. I stayed on the boat, so I did not see very much. I know that we did lose a crew member, though.
Did you lose a crew member on a ship this small?
Well, they decided to leave. They didn't want to stay with us anymore, so they stayed.
Were you the only one who decided not to leave the ship?
I had stuff to do. I was a stand-in. Well, I would mend the sails if needed, and we had a nasty storm, so I was busy. I had to stay.
Uh-huh.
But were you the only one to decide to stay on the ship? Did anyone else stay on ship?
A few others, yes. But they still wound up getting sick, shall we say.
How quickly did this infection spread throughout the crew?
I don't know.
You said it'd been about 2 weeks since they left here, so...
Yes. We had been here for really only a day, and had been traveling most of the other time. I do apologize, but I am not entirely sure if who it started with, but I do know that the cook became a bit ill.
Did you guys
3
ever...
days?
Did you guys ever stop here before for port? To pick up supplies?
No, not to my knowledge.
And
Too close to Patricia. Most folks wouldn't stop here.
then why did you guys this time?
We needed supplies. Sails were damaged. We could stay on the ocean for long enough, but if we did that, we'd be a sitting duck.
Did he say how they damaged the ship? I don't remember.
The
Storm.
Okay.
There was a storm. The sails got damaged, and they went, okay, we have to make our way to a dock. Otherwise, we're gonna kind of be a sitting duck.
seems like we might need to investigate this town.
Mm-hmm.
Is it too big of a leap to take the fact that you said that the chef, the cook, got sick? They stopped here for supplies, and then everyone started getting sick. I mean, I guess that wouldn't really work though, my mind, because he probably ate
I mean,
food.
it's a pretty basic logical leap.
Mm-hmm.
So like it's not like you're going, oh man, if this happened, then I can figure out the exact infection period, and like you're making a pretty basic leap in logic. It's not that difficult.
Well, I'm just trying to think, but then I realized that he probably ate food on the boat.
Although he didn't eat the last few days.
But that's when everyone was already nasty, right?
Yeah, he didn't eat because he like locked them into the storage area.
Hmm.
Yeah, I'm curious how you avoided getting anything.
I'm not entirely sure. The cook was the first to become ill, and after that he was relieved of duty, as we did not want any others to become ill as well. I'm a bit cautious, so I would just try to catch some fish when I had the opportunity, or use dry food.
I'm sorry, you said dry food, and all I can think of is like dog kibble.
Gotta be honest. It's the
In
kind of
fairness,
Like jerky and crackers.
in fairness, cram can taste much like dog food.
fair enough.
Just to be safe, gotta say personally, I'm not gonna eat shit on this island.
Yeah, Maddie, please don't eat anything on this island. I say this because you like to try the local cuisine.
I will not be eating here. I will not be eating here. I will not be going onto the island.
No,
I-
you stay here.
I do not think any of them should be on the island either.
Yeah.
Pointing at the rest of the crew.
Yeah, no, Deo was going to order them to not go onto the island, don't take food, just hang tight.
Welcome to the forced field trip, boys. Get the fuck on the island.
Get in the fucking island. We're burning the boat down. Get on.
We live here now.
Oh god.
That's if the alignment of the whole party shifted a little bit. That's
Little.
A little? Is that the word?
just a tick, you know.
This thing is a neutral good.
Huh?
No.
Cranking it all the way down up to 11.
But yeah, it's probably for the best. Leave them on the ship. Check out the food locally. They might eat. I'm gonna say something gross, but I don't know much about barnacles. Can you eat them?
You can, but I don't know
You
that
can
should.
eat anything if you try hard
You
enough.
can eat anything if you try.
I'm glad we all went the exact same route. I'm like, you can, but
Well, they're not like.
If-
I'm not
if
actually.
you gave me
They
enough time,
actually
I'm
are
sure-
eaten in some parts of the world.
They are. This is true. And
The
I
fleshy
mean,
part of it.
yeah, which makes them a very pitiful meal, to be honest, because barnacles don't get that big. But also, if you gave me enough time, I could theoretically eat a chunk of granite. So, yes, technically.
Everything's edible once.
Yes, at least once.
That's also, I just realized that's also a dumb question because we have someone on the ship that can literally eat anything.
He has the ring of the goat.
It's true. I can't actually eat anything I want.
And does not mean you should.
But I can.
sometimes it means you should. I do not believe that this is one of those times.
To be fair, he bit off a guy's ear once, didn't he?
And that was cool. But don't eat barnacles. If you could get, you know, barnacle dick disease. Whatever it was. I don't know.
Thanks. Thank you,
True.
Jilliam. Thank you.
No problem. Doing my civic duty.
In the red
Yeah.
form today.
Also, in fairness, the ones that are eaten are typically in Spain, and they are called goose barnacles.
Yeah.
Ooh. Band
And
name.
they
Who called it?
look really gross.
I know.
At least the billy ducks.
No.
Barnacles in general.
Look very gross.
They do.
I know.
Like
I had to
the
draw them.
stem-like thing that floats around attached to to some anchor. And then
Oh, these ones look
builds
so
a
much
shell-
worse.
Builds a shell around it by secreting hard substance over time.
Back on subject.
I hate this conversation. I wish it to end.
No.
Let's see here. There's a bunch of shipwrecks around here we should probably check out at some point. We need
If we
to
don't-
investigate the village.
Yeah, we'll start with the village. If we don't find anything, we can try to look at some of this wrecks.
Hey, Dea, does
Eh?
all the rocks and shipwrecks remind you of home?
Haha,
Uncomfortably
think you were a
so.
pirate.
Let's move on. I was like not just a pirate. Like I was specifically from I've like specifically I was from a city that was hard to sail into because it was rocky.
Yeah. Literally, most of the people that go there are pirates and other seafaring mercenary types.
Yeah. Uncomfortably so. Anyway.
So, you guys make dock at Harproy Port. You'd find that there is no dockmaster there to stop you or take attacks or what have you. You are simply allowed on. You can dock your ship.
Gale, that means we can take this dock.
Oh no.
Is there anybody there at all? Like, anybody at the dock?
No one
at the
crab
dock?
fishing.
Yes, there are a few folks there actually at the dock. Yes. You would note that there are a few individuals present who appear to be stockier of build, kind of thicker necks, chubbier cheeks, very pale in skin color, and they kind of look over at you guys and blink a little bit.
Yeah, we're a weird-looking bunch. That's fair.
I mean, yes. Yes, you are.
Which one's the weirdest? Probably Gale, right?
I'm sure that some of these people, if not all of them, have never seen a Fearbulk or maybe even a Tiefling.
Oh god, that'll be interesting.
Well, anyone want to stay and talk to the people on the docks, or do we want to head into the town?
Head into the town first.
Yeah, let's just see what's there.
Let's go.
All right. You guys have your boat tied to the docks, leaving the citizens of Harproy to watch you as this strange crew begins walking away over towards the town.
Yeah, we left
didn't
all
come
the
here to
human.
be judged.
We left all the
Well,
humany ones on the boat.
Yes. So it's only about 1.5 mile walk to Harproy itself, so it's really not that long at all.
Rose feet are killing her.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Walking.
If you guys would like, you can make another set of perception checks.
Yeah.
I
'Cause
would.
This island does not make Mercy
Would
happy.
I?
She very clearly went on this island in armor.
Ooh.
How many
That
of
was
us
funny.
can do it? I'm gonna do it. I'm living
I
around.
perceive
11.
God.
I'm gonna
I don't
point out
want fire
this is
things.
Connor. This is Connor loving making us all paranoid.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Oh,
I
I,
remember
did it as
something
the
you
boat.
all
Connor's
Alright.
like loving this right now.
It's okay. The boat sees all.
Yeah, you haven't figured out who's sending the
My
messages.
secret's been revealed. I'm the boat. Oh my god. Oh my god. I'm gonna change that
Wow.
So, looking around, the island itself, again, like I mentioned, just from what you saw when you were when you're getting up to the island, it is very rocky, and yet plant life is managing to thrive here. The ground can be a bit unstable in places, and the path is, while present, really not very well kept. But Dea, with your natural 20, you would note that a little ways off from the actual town itself, there is what appears to be. Hold on, can I move the entire thing? Is it grouped? Hold on, group. There we go. There is what appears to be a little house and possibly a barn or something of the sort that is being built. Or
Oh.
rebuilt, more accurately, as one of them looks to be a bit scorched.
That's
Aha.
not suspicious in the slightest.
I will keep that in mind.
Oh god, why are you doing this?
The clouds are on the move.
To make you suffer.
Fucking clouds.
Question. Since this is
Yes.
closer towards the northern part of Patricia, what's the kind of like foliage here?
The foliage is more so tropical than anything. It's a mixture of scrub-like and yeah, you would say almost tropical in the sort. And that's probably due to the actual water around it more than anything. As there's not likely to be much in the way of difficulty for cultivating material. As for the ground itself, it's sandy in places, but you note that the coloring of the rock is almost a reddish, much like it is over on northern Patricia, where the rock does have a more of a reddish, almost sandstone-like color. But yes, you guys continue on your way over towards Harproy. The town, I should say. And you find yourselves marching into a town mostly made out of wooden buildings. Quiet, a touch desolate, with a fog that appears to be coating a good chunk of the actual town itself and a lot of the other sections of the southern section of the town proper.
Okay, this is important. I'm about to do a real deep cut, and I apologize because I doubt maybe more than one or two of you have seen this movie. Who's watched the second Atlantis movie?
I have.
Yeah.
It was direct to DVD or VHS.
Oh.
It's giving me that town vibes, Kana.
But see, the thing is, my mind immediately goes to Dark Corners of the Earth, the Call of Cthulhu game.
My mind goes to The Hobbit. Because there's a little town on a lake, and it's awesome.
Yes.
Lake Town. Very creative name they have, Lake Town.
Stephen Colbert is in there.
He was in there. I love him.
Regardless,
He's a good man.
wooden structures.
The structures themselves are all very much made out of wood or stone in many places, with thatched roofs to keep any rain or weather off of it. You'd see that the oldest buildings do appear to be made of wood themselves, while the rest are stone. Old, worn stone, typically that same sandstone that you see dotting the actual island itself. All of it looks fairly weathered, either by time or by the elements themselves. And the folks in this town all look at you in a very confused and almost distrusting manner.
Fair.
Day, you'd note that they do all seem to be similar to the folks that you saw at the dock. Stout necks, chubbier cheeks, pale skin. Eyes are almost kind of bulbous. But they all watch you very confused. Unsure of why you're here.
Well, fuck off.
I mean, in fairness, two tieflings.
This really makes me feel like I'm at home again when people gave me dirty looks.
Jesus Christ.
Two
Took me a-
tieflings and a furbolg, and then, everyone else looks normal, but, you've got two, and one of them is a bright purple,
Fine. You also have a fox
and you
person.
also have a fox
Yeah.
person.
Mhm.
You've
Forgot
got
the
a fox
person.
person, a 7.5-foot tall. Has Gale lost his antlers?
It's not winter
No,
yet.
they're still there.
It's not winter.
They're still
Just
there.
for the
It's,
time being.
it's gonna happen very soon, though. It's gonna be fun, guys.
Does
Oh,
he
God, it's
still have
almost
the
our
wind chimes
birthday,
on them?
Mercy. Our birthday's in like 4 days.
Yeah, it is.
Oh,
Shit,
that's
well,
funny.
we're almost old.
Yeah, you got the gray tiefling, purple tiefling, or purple pink tiefling, whatever. Verbal.
Not to mention you're a halfling with a gun very visibly.
2 guns, very visible. Always ready.
Oh man.
Anyways, someone who doesn't look like either a demon or a fae being might want to talk to some people.
I guess
Could
that
change
means
my appearance.
me, Natty, Ro.
I mean, I can.
Yeah.
If I must. You know.
Well, why don't the 3 of us go ask some questions?
Oh God, not again!
No, princess!
Oh boy.
We
Okay.
left them on the boat.
Team no rings.
So Maddie, Dea, and Ro are all gonna go and investigate.
Can't wait until they plug up holes with their fingers again.
Alright, let's
What
go.
are the rest of you gonna do?
I don't know about everyone else, but you said this island's not very big. You can walk it.
Yeah.
I'm probably gonna do that.
it is literally it's from like end to end 4 miles.
Probably gonna walk the island until.
So you
I don't
want to do that on your own?
I mean, anyone's welcome to come with me.
I'd rather you not do that on your own, so I'll go with you.
Party.
I know, that was such a bad idea!
Split the party.
This is such a bad idea, guys.
Hey, Muxie's not going that far, to be fair.
You say that. You say that.
We're also sending, let's see here, our main healer, our 2 big DPSs,
Bye.
because both our tanks are monstrous looking.
Have fun.
I mean, I haven't done a lot of damage recently.
I can probably shoot it from 4 miles away, so you'll be fine.
yeah.
Just
There you
squints
go.
in the distance.
If you don't want to go that far, I can stay within visible range of the village.
Yeah,
Is
that's
that-
probably the best.
I was about to say, is that better?
Yes.
Okay, I will stay within visible range of the
I mean,
village,
I'm
but
still
I'm
going
gonna
with you. I'm
check
still
the
coming-
area.
Still coming with you.
We'll
I'm
do the
going-
whole island.
I gotta say this. You got she gave you the shittiest deal. Within visual range of the island means basically the island.
Did I know I did?
Yeah, I mean...
Don't
yeah.
go swimming.
I'm gonna put it this way: where Mercy's probably going to wander, just for reference, is
Hold on, my brow. There we go.
near the
Yeah.
ship over
Near
here,
the ship.
and probably just on towards the other side and see what she can see from both sides.
I'm
Okay.
going with
Yeah.
Not going.
You can
the
certainly
northern
cut
half.
away from the team when they go to the town and just start heading over to the shipwreck area.
Don't know what the Kitsune and
Kitsune.
whatever the Kitsune and the Furbolg are doing, but that's what the 2 tieflings are doing.
Okay.
Team Tiefling.
Definitely not wandering off on my own because I cannot identify landmarks to find my way back.
Yeah, that's true.
True.
Haru, come with
Yeah.
us. Haru, come with us.
Is there a
well-
good tree?
Is there a good tree?
Yes.
I mean, there
Like-
are certainly trees.
Like a big enough tree that Gale could comfortably enough sit under. It would provide him a little bit of shade and actually like a full backrest for Gale.
Yes, almost certainly. If you want, since you guys are splitting the party now, if you want, you can also investigate the island. It's completely up to you, man.
I mean, Gale's just gonna sit under the tree and read his Fey book.
Yeah, you can certainly do that.
Okay,
you can-
this is good because we leave a tank close enough to them without abandoning them.
Fine. We're just
Nothing
asking
bad is gonna
questions.
happen. Just hang it out.
Just hang it out.
Look, as long as you leave a tank, a DPS, and a healer, it should be okay until the others can get back.
Pro strats.
Yeah.
I mean, all of us, well, 2 of us can get away really easily.
Use your combined strength to lift me into the air.
You can get strength scores.
That's why I said combined strength. Hopefully we can get something out of that.
Combine 2 weakest party.
What I'm remembering is Jason and I had a conversation of what happens if we left certain duos by themselves.
Uh-huh.
And we made the joke that Ro would have to stand on Gale's shoulders. And they'd be unstoppable.
We can see it in so many movies. For the trench
Keep
coat.
posing for power.
Anyway,
So-
It's keep posing for dominance. Thank you very much.
she is right, actually.
Wow. Whoa. Are you
Grandma
telling me
got
that
the memes right, and I got the memes wrong.
Michelle
No.
just corrected him? Okay. Okay.
To be fair, she's still a millennial.
I said it earlier today. The vibes today, completely off. The energy, off.
I mean, never mind. Okay, go ahead.
So, who should we go for first? Okay, let's go with Team Investigate the Island, or Team Wander the Island, I should say.
I'm investigating. Just
Sure.
not well.
So which way do you want to go first?
Towards
east
the
or west?
shipwreck.
Towards the shipwreck? Okay. Making your way up the cliff face that is on the western front of the island. Peering down, you, Erudite, and to a significantly lesser extent, Haru, would note that below you, at the cliff face itself, there does appear to be the wooden debris of what used to be a shipwreck. Continuing to be pushed and thrashed against the nearby cliff, the wood itself is becoming pulp-like, beginning to disintegrate and fall apart. Only the mast itself does still to be in at least recognizable shape. You don't see any evidence of either the decks or the bows. The boat has fallen to pieces by this point. You would know that the water itself does appear to be fairly violent in this section. What would you like
Good
to do?
for swimming.
You're correct. Not good for swimming.
No. Hey, Udi, you got those magic glasses that can let you see magic items, right?
Yes, I do.
Not going on the shipwreck right now, don't worry. But can you see anything out through here? 'Cause
I mean, I can only see 30 feet out. But
Yes, and I will say, just because I didn't clarify that, the cliff face and where the ship is, it's about a 200 feet drop.
yeah, I don't think I can see anything. Yeah, I can get us there real quick, but only one of us.
No, not right
Okay.
If
now.
you think it is necessary, I could summon the celestial spirit, and it could fly.
I mean,
Yeah.
I mean,
Maybe
I could also get.
it's not super important right now when we don't have everyone. We don't want to get down there and not be able to get back up, potentially. Because, no offense to you
That's fair.
two, but... Rudy, I especially know you're very weak.
I mean,
And I might need Gale's help to pull people up if that were the case.
you're not wrong, but also I have a spell that can get me in and out very quickly. But yeah, that's fine. It's okay.
There was more to see what the water looks like over here. I don't know. Island gives me the heebie-jeebies.
I mean, this island, there's something not right with here. I'm not sure. I don't know what's going on.
The atmosphere feels almost hostile.
Yeah, especially the people. They kind of looked funky, didn't they? The whole
Yeah.
bulging eyes.
Not sure
Uh,
if I would have been able to tell that.
Do you think they're possessed by whatever?
I don't know, but that's part of the reason why on the way back we're staying close to the village on the other side. Like, we'll head through the area where the village is just to make sure.
Beings on the ship seemed mindless in a way. If these are infected, then it is much more disturbing than that, because there is certainly some sentience.
They wanted to spread.
No faster way to spread than be friendly.
I suppose. I don't know.
There's also the chance that that's only unwilling people become that mindless.
If I was able to study someone from the beginning, I might know more, but I would not want to risk that.
How upset do you think they'd be if we asked to see the graveyard?
Well, I don't know.
I mean, we've gone grave digging before.
Would
Yes, we
depend on
have.
the purpose, I suppose.
Yeah.
Does not make a single comment to the fact we.
Look, at this point, Haro doesn't question us.
Well, from what you've told him, you've done
Yeah,
worse.
apparently.
To be fair, it was to stop zombie monsters, but that did not
That's
work.
true. And we were sanctioned to do yeah. Grave digging was a.
I mean, according to Gale,
I'd rather
it's
not.
fine. And all of us, the Pharasma person, should probably know.
Depends on the culture, certainly.
Yeah. Regardless, I know there's a lot of rocks and stuff, but it's kind of weird to have an island so hard to get to be the central point of spreading.
I don't know what's happening.
It might be
Happening
worthwhile
here
to
is-
study the tides
it
around
worries
the
me.
island.
I suppose.
But at least there's... Connor, I know it's pretty far, but can I look to see if I can see any, like... I know it's a abandoned ship, there's probably barnacles on it, but still.
I mean, you can roll a perception check, yeah.
Yeah. Go off my spell page. I was switching spells out. Yeah, 13. Not much.
There is definitely some barnacle growth on it, but you can't tell if there's a difference between what you have seen previously and what you saw a little while ago.
Still, it's weird.
There's a fucking
Wow.
kid outside. Stupid kid. Fucking kids. I hate kids.
Just like that, we lost all our viewership.
Fuck kids.
Fuck you. But yeah, I was mainly coming over here to check to see what the waters look like. It's just... I don't know. Let's check the other side. Like I said, we'll pass near the village to make sure nothing's happening.
Okay. So, while you guys begin making your way back over towards the other side, towards the western section, team investigation. What do you guys want to do?
Team No Brains House?
Yeah, sure.
I mean, we're gonna...
What's astounding is 2 of them have plus scores. It's just the one person with the negative modifier brings them down that hard.
We've discussed this. We give our brain cells to Ro, and she just doesn't use them. She throws them away. She takes the bike and runs. No, we're I guess, is there like an inn area or a bar area or like a general store kind of looking place?
There does appear to be what looks like a fairly small-ish inn, and there is also a general store. Yes.
Okay, well, let's go to the inn.
Okay. Making your way inside of the inn, you see that it does look like it's one of the older buildings. It's made of the weathered wood that's become gray and weathered over time. Walking inside through the creaking door, you'd see that behind the bar, trying to clean a fairly badly smudged, what looks to be almost like an ale mug, is a man. Thick, stout neck. Fucking.
Oh my god, I heard that!
Yeah,
I heard that one! Whoa!
Do you know why I hate children? It's because they're loud and annoying. Fucking hate this kid.
Anyway.
So. Child being murdered outside, anyways. You see that the man has a very thick, stout neck. Kind of a chubbier face, some of these eczematic patches on him. Just looks like peeling skin. Very pale in complexion with dark hair, bulging eyes. And he looks at you and goes, "Hello there. How can I help you?"
Hello.
Yes.
We're just, stopping by. Well,
Well, are you looking for a room? For something in particular?
Oh god, I'm not prepared to do a scene right now. I had like a plan, and then as soon as the scene started, I was like, all right,
Wuthering Heights.
nope, it's all gone.
Well, I guess we could ask if there has been any dangers lately in the town recently.
Yeah.
Any
Yeah, we're
dangers?
stopping by for information. We're sailing the waters around here, you know, keeping an eye out. So wanted to know if you heard anything.
No dangers to my knowledge. Well, except for the other dangers in the island itself. But locals know not to go swimming. It's a bit dangerous. But
Local dangers?
locals know not to go swimming. It's dangerous.
The tides and the
Yes,
whirlpools.
you know, cliff sides, currents, pointy rocks, stuff like that.
Barnacles?
I suppose they can be dangerous if you, I don't know, get stuck on them. I don't think it's the barnacles that have to be a problem. It's
They're
more likely
pretty
to be the
sharp.
rocks.
They'll cut you up. They'll fuck you up.
Just really get under your skin a little bit, you know.
Uh-huh.
Like a cheese grater.
Oh my god.
Gross, but I like it.
Oh my god.
But, yes, I suppose I can give you more information if you want, but I'm just an innkeeper here. So if you're looking for a room, I've only got 2. So if you got a big group or a bunch of sailors, then it might be a bit of a problem.
I don't think we're gonna be staying here very long, actually. But I did see that barn off the way.
Oh,
It
yes.
looked burned.
Well, it looks like it might have been a bit of bad luck for the newcomer. Stranger come into town. Some orcish woman, Jotun.
Oh, you had that prepared. All right, thanks.
Guys always complain about names.
Also, Cody supports me. One of the biggest dangers the shipwrecked people trying to get ashore.
Look, you're not wrong. But when
Cut up
we're
my
not just talking
barnacles.
about regular rocks, but very sharp, pointy rocks, there's another thing to worry about.
Barnacles will fuck you up.
They will. I'm not arguing that. But when you're in an area with dangerous currents, you're
No,
not worried about the barnacles.
You should be.
Sorry, the barnacles.
Barnacles.
Barnacles. Yes.
Yeah. So you guys don't seem to like newcomers that much, huh?
It's a bit different. Not too used to seeing newcomers coming around here. Most folk have been living here for quite a while, so seeing strangers is a bit odd. But still, would you like a room, or are you just planning to ask questions?
We, I think we might hold off.
All right, that's fine.
Well, thank you for the information, though. Really appreciate it. And she'll pass him a silver coin.
All right, you just pass him a silver coin on the table, and he just kind of looks down at it.
Is that nice?
Thank you very much. I do appreciate it. And he says that, arms just at his side, very blank expression. He just goes, "Thank you very much."
Fuck. They kind of like looks at Maddie and Ro like,
Okay,
Oh.
okay.
You guys curious about anything else? Do you have any questions for him?
Not for him. Nope.
That's a bit rude.
I wasn't intending. We just asked you all the questions we had. Every
No, that was
single
Connor. That was Connor. Don't worry, you're fine.
question.
I mean,
to
other
offend.
than, like, you haven't seen any recent people sick yet? or anything
Any sickness?
weird? Sickness?
Sickness?
No, sickness. Like
Sickness.
has. I'm good.
No, I don't know of any sicknesses. Oi.
Oh, nothing hasn't been weird. Like, not even at the food market or.
I hate this.
Get up, fucker. Get on the ground with the sickness.
God.
I'm gonna eat a barnacle and that's it. I'm done.
You're gonna go all out just eating one particle. That's
It's a
it.
fucking buffet, dude. Eat as many barnacles as you want.
TPK.
That's how you guys kill. That's how the party dies.
Particle.
That should be one of our cards against humanity cards.
No, I don't know about any sicknesses going around town. Most folks are pretty healthy. What are sturdy short?
Well, okay.
I won't be mean. I won't be mean. I will be.
That's
What do you
been
mean
Rose's
you won't be
entire
mean?
internal monologue.
That's rude.
Go.
When did Jotun? Where did she move in?
Yes, Jotun. 2 weeks ago. Something like that.
Oh,
weeks.
recently.
Yes.
Out of character, did we ask Felipe if like
you did
how-
not. You did not ask Philippa the name of the sailor. Or...
No, not the name. How long ago they left? What's the island name?
2 weeks
Harproy?
ago.
Yeah, it was like 2 weeks ago.
It was like 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, basically.
Okay. Okay.
I want you guys to know Jessica's making a bunch of motions like we should have known that, and I'm like, bitch, I'm dumb as shit. I don't remember anything.
I don't
She's like,
remember.
yeah, hands up in the air, and I'm like, you're not here.
I know I'm not. It's a struggle.
Shush. You're not here, bitch. We are the smart guy. Yeah.
Got it.
I'm just gonna take a nap.
We're gonna find out the whole mystery without anybody else.
Look forward to it.
Everybody here seems so normal and not at all terrible.
Yes. Don't worry about it. Everyone here is fine. that was me making a joke.
Yeah.
So, is there anything else you want to ask the? The accent's infecting me. Ask the innkeeper.
I do want to ask if
Ask.
the sailors that were here also 2 weeks ago stayed at the inn, and what happened to the guy that stayed here.
Why
If
are
you
you so curious? Did something happen?
Yes.
That was
That's
a long
unfortunate.
pause.
No, none of them stopped by here, save for drinks. At least to my knowledge. And I'm the only one that runs this inn, so yes, no one stopped there, save for ale, stuff like that.
Okay. Well, thank you.
All right.
We'll just continue with our very non-suspicious business.
Where can I go?
You guys make your way out of the inn.
Perhaps this wasn't the most normal group.
As soon as they're outside, Ro's gonna put her hands on her legs and go, I was trying so hard not to ask why everyone on this island is ugly.
Oh, don't be mean.
I'm proud of you, Ro. You showed some great restraint. She showed great restraint.
The eyes, man, the eyes.
Why did we think it was a good idea to send no brain cells?
We look the most normal. Hello, we're very normal people.
Hello, we are normal people.
Good day.
I am normal human.
I'm normal. I'm human.
How do you do?
Lovely weather.
Oh my god.
I guess logically our next step should be go
The
visit.
barn?
Yeah, the barn, because that is half of what we're looking for.
Yeah.
Barn. Now I just have to find the Ickles.
For
Okay.
what?
All right.
Barn.
Okay.
Ickles?
Oh,
It's okay,
stop!
guys. I'll take her out. Don't worry.
We're gonna hear the sounds of a struggle.
It's like that. It took all y'all that long to get it. I was like, oh, I know what you're
Immediately.
I got it. I chose not to comment.
going for.
I got it
guys.
immediately.
Y'all, come on.
I didn't.
I was leading up to mute the mic.
I really like how it's like, I'll take her out, and Jill just goes, no, no, and it gets cut off by the mic muting. It's like, oh.
It's because I muted it at that second.
Yeah.
And then died. It's actually crazy. I'm okay
Yeah.
now.
Look,
but-
it's important to know when comedic moments happen, how to handle it.
Yeah.
Let's go!
So, yeah.
Continue on over to the barn and the house. You would find that the barn itself does look to have been burnt at some point. It looks like there's some fire damage that's occurred to it. And the
been one
house
sick right
is
now.
very much small, like almost hut-like, with a thatched roof. And you'd see that there does appear to be a fairly tall-looking woman, thick dreadlocks that are held back in a ponytail. And you see that the woman with this gray-green skin kind of turns and looks at the newcomers, you guys, and says, "Hello there."
Now Connor.
Hi. Is she hot? Okay.
Oh my god!
You can't just be like this big, tall lady. Boo boo.
I mean, if you want to get your heads crushed between some thighs, sure, fine.
Oh.
Give me a number, Connor.
I'll say she's at least a 7, sure.
Okay.
Really? Our standards are that high?
You see that she does appear to be currently pulling down a couple of damaged beams in the barn right now, trying to start to replace them. And she turns and looks at you all and says, "Can I help you?"
Yeah. We're with the Blue Cloaks, and we're investigating some things that have happened. And we heard your barn got burned not long after you moved in.
Yeah, bad luck. It happens. Probably a storm. I sleep like a rock, so something hit it like a lightning bolt or whatever, then that could have done it pretty easily. Damn shame too, I just made it.
Yeah. How do you have you like made some friends yet, or how's it going? You know, moving in here.
She kind of turns and like cocks an eyebrow at you, like,
There's
What?
the welcome squad.
Shut up.
no, not really. Just kind of looking to set up a place to live as of now.
So you don't think this was anything but an accident? We are Blue Cloaks. We can bring justice to.
You can roll insight on her if you want.
Okay. This is much more awkward than it should be. That's because I am awkward. Insight. 18.
It seems almost like she's telling herself that it was probably just an accident, because the alternative is not a pleasant thought. So you're not entirely sure. But
May I offer some, like, mending with items that you want to recover? Or things to be fixed?
there wasn't a whole lot inside the barn itself, but I'm sure you can, if you can manage to help mend any bits of metal or stuff like that, I would be appreciative, but it's just going to take time, work. But I do appreciate your offer.
Oh, okay.
So, you've been here for for 2-ish weeks. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Did you happen to leave a boat?
Yes.
Yeah. We have some news about that boat. What was your general feeling about the people on that boat? How did you like, friends? I mean, you left, so.
It was a paycheck. Really, no preference either way. I just didn't want to bother with the risk.
Good call. Very good call you made.
Oh, what? Did they get shot down or something?
Oh,
You could say that.
well, have you seen any barnacles around? Curious.
The Yotan will look at you and just kind of like squint.
Of course.
But like, I don't mean like malicious barnacles. You see any malicious barnacles?
What do you mean malicious? They're barnacles.
Your whole
I've
crew
never
caught
seen a malicious barnacle.
They caught barnacle something. It's
What?
and they're all dead. Ugh. We got one.
Sorry.
How did you
Hold
feel
on.
about Philippe?
What?
Rogue, you need to calm down.
What do you mean they caught barnacles and all died?
I don't know how else to put it. They caught barnacles. They all died. Well, maybe one, two. One got away in the ocean, and the other one, Philippe. He's around. He's fine.
Bro, breathe. Take
Like
your time.
the ship mender. All
He's
right.
fine. We got him. He's good.
Great.
He's
Cool.
Great.
Still, what do you mean they caught barnacles and
Oh
died?
my god, their whole bodies.
What do you mean? What? Okay, hold on.
Bro.
I didn't see them. I didn't see the barnacle bodies. I don't know.
You know the conversation we had with Gail earlier about shoes?
All right.
Okay. Listen.
Let's have this conversation inside because I don't know what you're talking about, and I kind of want to know what you're talking about.
That's fair.
I
my
want to
God.
know what we're talking about too.
So,
I thought she deserved to know. I don't know.
No, not like that.
So you guys make your way over to her hut, which is it is a hut. Most of the building on it has actually been done downward than upward. So it's this small, almost like a 4 to 5 foot tall hut with a thatched roof, and then it does descend down a little ways into there's almost like a sub basement area where the rest of the house air quotes is mostly wooden furniture that's been carved or hewn or woven in the case of some of the wicker. With some stoneware to make up the place for like tables and the like.
all right. So, what are you talking about?
Okay. So, we found the ship, and it was completely covered, like, on the inside, or not completely covered, but a lot of it was covered with barnacles, and these barnacles contained a type of parasite. We're trying to track down where this parasite came from, because Philippe, who somehow managed to not get infected, thought that the ship picked it up from this island, or around, maybe. So, we're trying to figure out if there's been anything strange that could have put it on there. Like, maybe it got slipped in through the supplies. I don't really know. The most did seem to be concentrated in the supply holds, but we wanted to know if you like saw anything or heard something. Barnacles.
I didn't see anything.
To be honest, I did decide to just step off the boat because really I wasn't terribly interested in sailing with them anymore. A couple of them were giving me some, I don't know, odd vibes, I suppose is the best way of describing it.
They failed the vibe check.
Thanks, Joe.
No problem.
They just rubbed you the wrong way? What?
I think that's the best way of describing it. They all decided to go into town. I wanted to pop into town just to have a bit of a break. You know, get some time on land. I'm sure at least a few of them stopped by the bar. I'm sure some of them definitely tried to hook up with somebody. Or find a brothel or whatever.
I meant like this with a brothel. Okay. Well.
You'd be surprised. You can... If they can manage to find something, they'll find it.
I gotta
But
say
still.
though, from my time here, I've yet to see anything that I wouldn't chance it. They got them bug
If you
eyes.
put a bag over their head, it doesn't make a difference.
That's rough even for me, and I'm kind of the bitch here.
Look, I'm just being honest here.
That's fair.
But still, I'm sure at least some of them went to get drunk. A few went to try and find something. I don't know who or what did what, or who went where. I didn't really care to keep track. Came back to the boat. A couple of them were acting a little odd, and I decided that today was a good day to just step off the boat. And, I guess I'm here now.
Guess so.
Where did you originally live?
Initially, I lived over, I lived in Vermune.
Oh.
Got away from that.
Didn't enjoy your life in Vermune.
Nope. But,
This is gonna be a bit of a vague question because I'm not really sure if I should be saying anything. Did you know what you guys were like picking up and taking, and like what you were doing, or was that like hush
Yes.
hush? Okay, all right.
I'm more than confident that everybody knew what was being dealt with once they were on the boat for a little while.
Okay,
It's hard to ignore the box of guns.
You know, I find it very hard to ignore guns too. I have a got a problem.
Well, it
with
paid
that
well,
one.
so that's really all that mattered. I got paid for half a trip, and that's about it. That's about all. Is there anything else I can try to help you with, I guess?
I guess I like so more of the like are there any areas on the island that like you've basically been told don't go there, or there's like a weird concentration of barnacles? Or
Where
I
are the
still don't really know what you're talking about with the whole barnacle thing.
Where
but-
are the barnacles?
We know they're here.
We know they're here.
Just roll me a persuasion. You can have advantage from one of the others, but still you've been doing the talking on that, so
Me?
yeah, it's still you.
Okay.
If Jill
Tell me where the
or
barnacles are.
You're good, dude. You're good.
That's where the
Look.
barnacles are.
I'll be honest with you. I wouldn't stay. I don't like the town folk. I'm just stopping here so that I can set up my own little place and do a little bit of boatswain work and stuff like that if other boats come by. I don't think many will. Maybe it was a bit of a mistake going off that boat. I don't know. But still, to be honest, I'm not sure what to think of the townsfolk.
What do you mean by that?
They're kind of froggy.
They're kind of weird.
Weird.
Oh, yeah.
How?
Have you ever... You haven't been paying much attention, have you?
Have you ever just stopped and kind of just paid attention?
They're like people
Be
pretending.
fucking
No.
rude here.
They're watching.
They're
Every time I've stepped into town, they've been watching me.
Hmm.
You were probably too busy doing whatever you were doing in there to not look around, but they are probably watching you. I don't like them.
Well, lucky for you, once in a lifetime opportunity. We got a boat.
Lucky for me, I've already planned ahead, but still. If I were you, I'd get that boat out of the dock as soon as possible.
Oh yeah, we're not gonna stay here long. I don't trust these guys either.
No. If you're not careful, that crew's gonna wind up dead.
Yes.
Yes, Jill.
Yes, Jill?
Jessica just pointed something out to me.
Yeah.
We done left our crew with the freaks at the dock.
Hey, good
No.
catch.
I mean, we told them to not go off and to not let anybody on.
Yeah.
Okay, I mean, if you have that much faith
Well,
in
well,
a
Yeah.
fucking boat.
We
go
will
for it.
we will head back after that. If,
The best part is you guys didn't hire ex-pirates. You guys didn't hire fighters. You hired skilled sailors.
yeah.
Some boat boys.
Yeah, you hired
Oh
boat.
god, they're all
boat.
dead.
Yeah, they're not exactly fighters.
Philippe, no!
Oh no.
Sorry.
We're going. We'll take our leave and
My
go back to the
expectations.
boat.
My expectations are low. These poor boat boys. They suffered greatly at the hands of these frog villagers.
Oh my god, yeah.
Get this.
No.
Gale,
Yeah.
Gale, buddy,
Well,
want to do me a favor?
sure.
Huh?
Perception check, please.
Huh?
Oh, no.
Oh no. Oh no.
Please roll well. Please roll.
15.
15.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's okay.
They're probably not that stealthy.
So your hackles are kind of going up.
I mean, he does have danger sense.
You do have danger sense, so that's what we can pass this off as. But still, you feel your hackles going up.
Gail's gonna close the book. Start looking around.
Looking around from where you are, you're like, you found a nice little tree, but it's like still just a little ways away from the town proper.
Mhm.
You would notice that out of one of the windows, someone moves a blind and then lets it close as they were watching you.
All right. Well, Gail is gonna look back, like Gail's gonna look like at the boat and kind of look around to see if he can find where everyone is, but not moving too far from his tree.
I figured. So you won't be able to spot the folks who went to see Jotun
Yeah.
because they're inside a house now. You won't be able to see them.
Yeah.
I'll give you. I'll give you 2 perception checks. One to look at the boat and just see what's happening over there, and then one to try and spot the guys who are going over to the west, because we're going to go back to you guys in just a bit, okay?
Alright.
All right. Well, the boat one was better.
The boat was significantly better, yes.
Yeah.
So the boat itself looks fine.
Mm-hmm.
But you do note that the strangers, the townsfolk that were standing near the dock and were either fishing or what have you, a lot of them have gone away and gone back into town. And a few of them are still there. And you note that at least one of them is redoing the knots for a fishnet. One that's used for like catching like small fish and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, there's at least one that is redoing the knots and something like that, while the others look like they're busying themselves with moving some crates and stuff like that.
Okay. All right. What does my 8 get me?
What does your 8 get you? Well,
We're not being stealthy.
you certainly know that they're heading off to the west.
Okay.
And that's about the best I can give you, buddy.
I mean, I will call that. We're not being
That
stealthy.
is
I don't think,
suspicious that they're heading westward. I don't know why that's suspicious, but that is definitely suspicious. Gale is gonna comm disc Gale's gonna comm disc Maddie first.
Okay.
Hey Maddie.
Yes, Gail?
People are being really weird and starting to almost watch me, but not in like the, oh, he's really big, but more like I might try to eat him later sort of way.
It's a very optimistic outlook.
So just be careful. People are starting to go inside and not be out and about. Not many people are at the dock, so you might want to hurry up and definitely be extra careful.
Gail, I'll be honest, I don't trust the townsfolk either.
That's probably safe.
We recently talked to someone, and the townsfolk are acting weird. So, and they're just watching. And
oh yeah, they're watching.
I don't like that feeling.
It's really weird.
I'm worried about the sailors on the boat, but if they're gonna go after us while we're separate, I'm a bit worried.
I'm gonna stay here by the tree. You guys come to me, and then we'll go back to the boat.
Okay.
I'm gonna call Mercy and let her know the same thing.
Sounds like a plan.
Alrighty. Hang up. Call Mercy.
Mercy, you, Haru, and Erudite have started making your way over to the western section of the shore. Of the island. My mistake. I said the wrong thing. As you make your way over to this spot, you see that it's almost like a cove-like section where there are very few safe-to-sail sections for the boats that will be going by here. Quite a bit in the way of pointed rocks and the such that are blocking off the ways. You could see maybe one good path that someone could try to sail through, which would be to the north, and that would be a very tight passage to try and get a boat through. If you want, you can make a perception check to see if there's anything else around this area.
Yeah, I was going to. I'm using luck.
Want to use that coin too?
Better.
Not today. Not right
Okay.
now.
Okay.
That's it.
So-
I know I could probably find something, but
Looking at with the perception check of 14,
again.
you would note that it all appears to be fairly clear up close and nearby the shore, but you would also see that there does appear to be at least one shipwreck off in the distance.
You think there's something living under the water here? Or is it just the spikes?
You don't know?
I was talking to the other two with me.
Alright, fine then. Ignore me.
Maybe possible, but
It
it
could-
seems like people probably would have told stories about it and not ventured here.
You said it was like a cove under there, right? Like a tunnel you could get into?
There's basically one good spot where you could get into, and these shipwrecks do appear to be on the outside from what you got with it. 14.
Might be something worth checking later with the group, since we found yet another shipwreck.
There's something this way.
Yes.
Kind of tempted to try to find a large rock and throw it in the water and see if something happens.
Maybe not now.
Aw. Can I do it when Gale's with us? That way we can throw a bigger rock. with our combined strength?
Sure.
Yes.
Can I do a perception check? I don't know. I feel that feels metagaming. Never mind. Oh, I'm not gonna do it. Even though I'd probably get way lower than Mercy.
Oh, you would.
I mean, she'd be looking around.
Do you feel that there's something odd here?
We walked by the village when we were on our way through. Was it very clear that people were watching us?
Folks are definitely like watching you, but you're two
We're all-
tieflings and a kitsune.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's true. We're weird. Like, we're weird looking. So it's like, that's something kind of... There's something odd about the people here.
You know, when I was a kid, I thought people just looked at me weird because I was a tiefling. And then I thought it was because I looked like my dad. But now I think it is just that I'm a tiefling.
Yeah, there's something odd with the people here. They look odd. I've never seen Connor. I've never seen anyone that look not like a person, like a creature in a book that looks like that. Have I?
Like what?
Like the people, sort of like.
That's a touch rude. I mean, I don't think there are a lot of books that report on ugly people. Come on.
God.
That's not what I'm saying, Connor. It's very rude. It's very no, like, sort of have the same features, like a creature that has the same features as these people.
No, I could say that. I could say that.
Okay. No,
Pretty
no,
much
no.
without a
That's,
doubt,
that's
no.
fine. That's fine. I just trying to figure out what's going on here. It's not.
Hey, Connor,
Yes.
weird question. Hold on,
Yes.
lost a headphone, so I wouldn't be able to hear you. Have we seen any animals on this island at all?
You can roll me a perception check if you want.
Yeah. 17.
Not many, no.
Oh.
Were they mostly, like, very much kept animals, or were they wild?
In the town, you did see a few kept animals. As
You
for
know-
wild animals, not much.
You know, for
Not
a
many, not even many birds.
You know, for a self-sustaining island, at least that's what it would pretty much have to be. Especially as a fairly dangerous port, they're not going to get many people. They would need a lot more animals than this. I know they're on the ocean, but
I will say this is to add more to your detail, because you were right. You're picking up on something important. There also are a fair number of people who live here.
Where are they getting their food?
Like the town itself looks like it easily hit about over 200.
Where are
That's
they
a
getting
lot.
their?
that's a
Where are
lot
they
of
getting
people. Sorry.
No. You're right.
It's just, I mean... Oh, Becca, shut the fuck up. We don't need that movie reference here. I mean, even if they fished, I mean, this water's pretty shaky. I don't know if many fish would live around here. Maybe a handful.
Where are they getting their food?
And there's not really any large farms.
Something is very off about this island.
Yeah.
Maybe
It's
they
not just the musical cues.
don't- No. Even if I didn't have a musical cue, something would be very off about this
Shut
island.
the fuck
I
up!
don't know.
Haru can see past the fourth wall. Blind piece of shit.
I mean, when we reach 15th level, I will have true sight, so...
Shut up! God damn it!
I need to open the map up real quick. Completion from this thought. I mean, it's kind of like the island's pretty similar to a Sage, isn't it?
Sage.
It's the one that's just north of the capital.
Maybe. Are you talking in like when you say
Like
similar to-
landscape.
The landscape. Okay, yeah. If we're talking like that, maybe. Asajj is a bit more savanna than this. You describe this more akin to like a dry tropical area. If it wasn't for all the seawater, but you can't drink seawater, so that's a
And
little.
Also, on that note, it's all seawater. Where the fuck are they getting water? Do they have wells
okay, hold
that
on.
we can see? No. Are there a lot of wells around?
No, but you can also boil seawater, dude.
No, it's disgusting. You don't want to drink seawater even if it's boiled. It tastes funky.
Even if you have to, you have to. Like,
True.
like, if
I
you
don't
have
know.
to, you have to.
I still don't.
The food issue is more the thing.
I don't really
Well,
like this.
food can be explained by people such as myself able to cast spells to create food.
Don't.
That does not explain the lack of animals.
No, it doesn't. I mean, to sustain a population of 200, I mean, even if they were to manage to fish enough, I mean, you need a certain variety of diet to not get hurt, and there's not a whole lot of farming from the looks of it.
This is Michelle Bray not knowing what to do.
Mercy Brain is only able to get this far. Jessica Brain
Sorry,
has
my
more
phone's
thoughts.
going off.
Michelle Bray.
How dare you?
So
Turn
we
that
head
shit
back.
off.
This is not.
Perhaps
In fairness,
I
this is
can
not
go into
really
my
my.
fox form and smell around.
I don't.
I'd rather. I don't. You know what? I actually don't think we should all be separated the way we are right now. I'm feeling
Kind
fairly.
of worried.
Yeah. I think we need to gather back up. To be quite
Hey.
honest with you.
Got a weird question.
Yes.
When we were on the docks, were they pulling anything up out of the water? Because I imagine we were there for at least a few minutes. We could have seen them if they had managed to find at least one or two things.
You didn't notice them pulling up anything at the time.
We need to
Hey.
gather back up.
Yeah. Should we call someone?
Hey, yeah, call. Well, Gail's by himself, so we should call Gail.
Does at this moment my comm disc rang?
Oh yes, that too. You would eventually get the call from Gale.
Sup, pal? I was actually about to contact one of you.
Oh, okay. Well, that's good. Then you already know about the people who are looking at me trying to eat me, right?
Have you noticed there's no real animals here? There's like a handful, and that's it.
Are there children?
That I don't know, but
Mercy, did you see children?
Did I see any children, or do I need to roll a different perception check for that?
Don't remember seeing any. Not outside, at least.
I didn't see any outside, and that's it's kind of
weird.
nice out. They would be playing, wouldn't they?
It's odd.
okay. So here's the deal. Maddie and her group are coming back to meet me at the tree, and then we're gonna head back to the boat.
Okay.
There were people that were staring at me like they were going to eat me from their house, but as soon as I looked up, they pretended like they weren't staring out their window at me,
Gail,
which,
how
as we know, is rude and awful. um,
fast do you want us to get back to you?
As soon as possible, it'd be probably better.
Can I summon?
Because the other problem is, most of the people that were at the docks are now not at the docks, and I don't know where they are.
Can I summon Onyx?
I mean, you certainly can, yes.
Yeah. Mercy's gonna look at the other two and go, "It's gonna be a tight fit unless you switch into a fox. Let's fucking book it."
Very well.
Okay.
Woody, you haven't had the pleasure of riding him yet, have you?
No, I haven't.
I'm gonna say hold on tight.
Okay.
I'm gonna hold Haru. And we're gonna fucking book it across the island.
And then Onyx lifts up onto their back legs, starts running, as Mercy summons forth this pale white. Was it blue-tongued or purple-tongued?
We made it purple because of
This
Desna.
purple-tongued
Yeah.
lizard, the skink specifically, which then starts running at, I think, what was it, 40, 50 feet per round?
Hold on, I can look at the stats. 60 feet.
Yeah, sorry, 60 feet per round, and just begins booking it across the island as fast as possible.
All right.
can move
So
faster
you
than
begin
all
making
of
your
us.
way back towards the boat or back to Gale?
Gale.
Gale.
Look,
okay.
I'm worried about our crew, but we left a man alone.
That's fair. So, Dea, Maddie, and Ro, what are you guys doing?
Going
I
back to the boat. Oh,
We'll
sorry.
be
Sorry, Jolly.
still first and then go back to the boat. That's what the deal was.
Gale then boat or boat then Gale?
It was Gale and then boat.
Okay.
Ugh. I'm getting chills, guys.
Well, Gale's on the way to the boat, right?
Well,
No,
yeah, but
Gale was waiting for us.
Yeah, not
Gale's
at the boat.
Gale's at the tree watching the boat.
Yes.
So Gale is on the way to the boat.
That
Okay.
yeah. That,
So you guys start making your way to Gale as soon as possible. Now, this is all going to have to go through the eyes of Gale now.
oh no.
Gale,
All right.
oh god.
from where you are monitoring the boat to see what's happening. And as you are sitting there watching, I'd like you to roll me a perception check.
Don't hurt our sailors. They didn't do anything.
So, by this point, it's well at night. It's becoming darker and darker and darker. And you hear the distant sounds of several doors shutting, closing in town. You turn and you notice that a large number of townsfolk are leaving the town, starting to make their way towards the dock.
As soon as I see that, Gale is literally gonna start running for the dock, and it's gonna be a blip call to Maddie. Ship. Blip to Mercy, literally yelling ship, and then Gale's hanging up, obviously, and then he's just booking it for the dock.
Okay. So, Gale, you are booking it to the dock as fast as possible. You guys, Maddie, you get the response, ship. Mercy, you get the call, ship. That's the only thing you hear from Gale.
Well,
We need to
even
go-
if Mercy wasn't already worried, she would be booking it towards the ship on that order.
One fear.
One fear! Go to the boat! Go to the boat!
I just have this image of all of us running towards the boat, and you three are running, and then behind you, fucking Onyx comes by at top speed.
Alright. So, in that case, you guys have been alerted to what's happening, at least as best he can. Gale, we're still going to stick with you. Gale, you see a few of the townsfolk that were near the crates begin to pull out bottles. And in the bottles, they then stuff rags.
Molotov.
And they take some torches that are nearby and they light the rags.
Okay.
And there are about 3 of them. They're going to start throwing Molotovs. Well, because they're basically Molotov cocktails or fire bombs, whatever you want to call them.
Mm-hmm.
At the dock and at the ship if they can manage to land it.
Okay.
So,
Where am I? Am I?
I will say, just to make this clear in out of game terms, with the number of townsfolk that are encroaching on this position, even as a barbarian, it would be bad.
Oh, I know.
So, you could close in either on the boat, or you could close in on the townsfolk. Those seem like the 2 safest options in my mind. What would you like to do?
Gale has an idea.
You have an idea?
Yep. Going plan is to go to the boat.
Okay.
There's... So, could Gale possibly get to the dock? Because going up the dock, are the people between the entrance to the dock area and the ship?
They
Or
are on the
beyond
dock,
it?
like off to the side.
Okay.
Like, you know how the docks typically will, like, they'll have the pier itself, and then they'll have the dock that goes out, and
Yes.
it's kind of like not parallel. What's the word? Perpendicular.
Yes.
They're crossing. It's like a T.
Yeah. So Gale could potentially shatter where he could essentially shatter the portion of the dock where those guys are and send them into the water.
You could certainly
With
try
the
to do
hammer.
that. Yes.
Okay. So for one round of combat, Gale's going to pop rage.
Okay.
I'll share with you my whole plan and let me know. If we can
That's
take
fine.
this
Just run it down, man. Run it down.
Gale is going to hit the dock, and he's literally going to break the dock to try and shatter it to send it into the water. And then Gale's going to turn around to where the dock meets the land, and Gale's going to hit there using the Ancient Earth Mover to literally sink as much of the ground as it is to make it very, very difficult for them to get onto the dock.
Gotcha. So are you knocking off the? Because I just have to clarify this for myself more than anything. Are you knocking the dock to make it impossible to make it difficult for people to get on the dock and staying on land, or are you doing it so that you're also on the dock?
I'm doing it so I'm also on the dock. Like I'm
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. I'll let you make your attack against the dock.
Okay.
Since you're attacking the actual ground itself, this is not necessarily going to stop them from throwing the Molotovs.
Okay.
If you directly attack them, yes, this will stop them. But doing this is more so like you're making it tougher for people to get towards the boat. Because I'm just trying to reason my way through this.
Yeah.
Because this is very theater of the mind at the moment.
Yeah, no, it is. If I can't hit the dock, essentially making them fall into the water.
Not all of them, most likely. You could get one or two, but you wouldn't be able to get them all.
Okay.
That's the only problem I can see. Because if you're holding Molotovs, you're not going to be like shoulder to shoulder with your buddies. You're going to be giving your buddy Jim, who also has a flammable bottle, a couple of feet's width at least, so you don't catch yourselves on fire. That just seems logical to me.
Yeah, no, that's fair. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to do it just so I can, even hitting the dock, I could throw a couple of them in, but then I also want to cut off the townsfolk from getting to the dock.
Okay, and you want to be on the dock?
Yeah.
Okay. So make your 2 attacks to do so.
All right. And obviously I'm going reckless on them. So first one against the dock.
Yes, it's a dock.
Yeah.
You'd have to roll below a 10, basically.
Yep.
So you're fine. Okay.
Okay. And then I don't know if you want me to roll anything so I can roll damage against the ground, but I am expending the Mold Earth charge for the next minute. So I gotta wait another minute to use it again, but using that with the Ancient Earth Mover for my second attack.
Gotcha. So you're going to use that to move a bunch of the earth out of the way and make it very unstable. Okay.
Yes, absolutely.
All right, that's totally fair. So you bring out your earth mover and you crash it into the dock itself, below the feet of one of the townsfolk, knocking loose a good chunk of the dock itself and actually knocking it askew partially. And since it's still tied onto the boat itself, the boat does kind of start to pull the dock slightly. It's not floating, so it's not going to like float away. It is mounted into the ground.
Mm-hmm.
But with that said, the dock can't hold back the boat the entire time because it's a boat. So the dock itself is starting to pull and split away as a good 5-foot section of this dock has just been ruined by your ancient earth shaper. One of the townsfolk is not able to get their Molotov off, but the other two, one's going to throw it for the dock, one's going to throw it for the ship. Alrighty.
All right.
And I suppose I should roll for the attack. That's an F, not an R. Whoops. Dock. It's a dock. Yes, he hits. And ship. This is more to see if it's going to damage anything. So, get the ship AC ready, please. Okay.
I think it is. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, it...
Does a 25 hit?
Oh, it's a natural 22.
Oh, Jesus!
The person matches.
You keep
See, y'all, you don't get to blame the Moody Blues anymore. It's just when I roll dice.
Although,
you keep trying to destroy the ship.
Hey,
although,
it's fun.
does that actually affect the damage of the Molotov?
Of the Molotov, no, but I'll give it a bit of flair, you know?
Okay. Yeah, whatever, dude. We're gonna get stuck on this
What?
fucking island.
Come on!
I mean, the thing does have a lot of HP now. Like how much?
It has a huge amount of HP. It's also partially metal.
Yeah.
So I'm just gonna give it some flair, basically,
Okay.
for your crew. That's it. So, the dock itself does ignite, partially, cutting off a good section of the actual dock itself that's now just in flames. And the ship itself, as you watch one of the Molotovs cascade through the air and spin a few times as it lands down by one of the masts. The sails aren't down, fortunately, but even then, you do see that the crew begins to panic, and they hastily begin trying to put out the fire. Looking around and seeing the townsfolk throwing Molotovs, they're confused and they don't know what they should be doing right now.
Yeah.
But they start trying to put out the fire the best they can.
Oh, I feel so bad for them.
Also, for the damage on the Fortunate, hold on, where is it? Okay, come on.
Before anyone panics, remember we did just upgrade the ship.
You did just upgrade the health, but still, come on.
We're fine, guys. We're fine.
Why?
For the
Why are
audio
we doing
listeners,
this?
Connor rolled 2d6 and got 12.
Yeah, that's general. Oh, okay, yeah. Next one, go.
So, Gale, you're now standing off against the two townsfolk who are still standing. The other one has fallen into the water himself, and you don't see him for the time being. You're standing off against the two townsfolk. What do you want to do?
Well, I'm gonna hit the one that's closest to me.
I figured.
Yup.
I just need to ask, you know.
Yeah. It's always important to ask. That's a 16.
Yes, sir.
Right. Do my damage. Alright. Are they still standing?
He would still be standing, yes. He's looking rough, but he is still standing.
Okay. Gonna hit him again.
14. Yeah, he's still standing.
Alright. Gonna hit him again.
That will match. Let me double check. Because these guys have shit AC. That will match.
Alright. Slightly distracted by the fact that I'm trying to make sure that the entire village doesn't come crashing onto the dock.
Fair.
Alright, there we go. A little bit better damage.
And with that, those two strikes against him with the Ancient Earth Mover, you will crush him, crush his ribs, and he does fall to the ground and land into the water, floating face down. The second townsperson, who is not yet dead, he's going to take a swipe at you with his claws.
Okay.
As his general appearance becomes more bloated. He starts to remind you that of almost like a bloated corpse that's been left in the water for some time, as his eyes starts to bulge out and his mouth widens and becomes vaguely frog-like. His pale skin becoming clammy and almost eczemic.
Oh, that's nice. Not so like my
This
frog
brings
friends.
up memories.
Hey, it's nothing like that. Don't you worry.
It is
I
an
mean, it's a
advantage.
little like
Okay.
that. You should worry.
Okay. That'll hit.
I figured. So,
Honor with the high rolls.
yeah. Total damage is 18 total. Have it 9.
Where are
Okey-dokey.
we in conjunction to this, out of curiosity?
Well, you'd be heading this way,
Okay.
so I'm gonna say you guys are heading there as fast as possible.
We're going
You-
120 feet, I think.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
and
fine.
they're going a little slower because they have row.
Yeah.
Okay, not necessary.
I'm sorry, you got short legs.
It's
When
true.
we're,
I mean,
when we're close to the boat, I'll cast Sanctuary, but till then.
I can get us to the. I just realized I can get us there very quickly.
you were gonna cast haste on my lizard, weren't you?
Oh no, I can't. Never mind. I can do
Yeah.
that. You know what? I'm going to do that because I have haste done. I'm going to cast haste on the lizard to get us there faster.
Okay.
That's actually. I also actually have a spell prepared, but I do have haste prepared. So yeah, I'm gonna.
No,
do that.
you're okay, Jill. It's just row. She's got short legs.
I mean, if I were running too, I'd be the
To
same
be
way.
fair,
So don't
if we
worry.
had passed you guys on the way, Mercy was gonna pick up bow. Just
All right. So you
Because-
cast.
join.
Sorry, didn't mean to interrupt.
You're good.
So you will cast haste upon Onyx.
It only lasts a minute, but you know.
You can. That's every minute counts.
Yeah, exactly.
So I'm gonna say until you guys arrive on the back of Onyx, Gale, you got 3 rounds.
Okay.
Until the other 2 arrive, you got 5. I'm almost certainly compressing time a little bit because I don't know how well folks can do like a nearly 2-mile walk in that time period, but still, whatever. Don't worry about it. So
Fantasy, D&D.
yeah,
Let go with
D&D.
it.
I'm doing it because I said so. So Gale,
Okay.
it's the next round. One fish person's down.
Yes.
The other one is in front of you, looking very, well, fish-like.
Froggy. Go ahead.
Yeah, froggy. What would you like to do?
All right. So bonus action. The helmet's coming on at this point because fuck this. How close do the town folk look to the start of the dock?
It looks like it'd take them anywhere. How would you estimate that? Let's say perception. Just give me a perception check in general.
Okay.
I'll try to. I'll give you a rough idea, and then I'll tell you like
Number of rounds.
number of rounds. Yeah. It looks like they are approaching fairly quickly. It's starting to look almost like an angry mob, to be honest,
Got
just
it.
by size alone.
Yeah.
If you were to guess, you're looking at a good 50 to 75 people.
Okay. Doable then. Got it.
Time-wise, you got about 5 to 6 rounds until
Okay.
they start getting close enough to the docks to start attacking.
Okay. Okay. So first thing we got to deal with this fucker here. Gonna hit him.
All right.
Reckless. That's 25.
Hit.
That's 14, 15, 16 points of damage.
He looks bad.
All right, gonna hit him again. It's
Hit.
15.
You're fine.
All right,
He's dead.
very dead.
All right. Frog person
Well,
turn. The one that you knocked into the water
Mhm.
is now in his semi-aquatic form. He comes kind of splashing up out of the water, still coated in the sea, with these fins and webbing now sprouting from his hands, with his mouth becoming larger and more unhinged, and these eyes becoming almost the size of, well, baseballs. Looking almost in either direction, he's going to come at you and he's going to go for 2 swipes and a bite.
Okay.
You went reckless, didn't you?
It did. So advantage. Yeah.
Well, that's good.
All right.
The
Swipe
one low
one.
roll.
Yeah. So it will be an 18 plus 7, so
It did
25.
2d20.
It's it's to
he's
hit.
rolling the advantage
Okay.
to hit.
I was
Yeah, I'm rolling-
confused for a second.
No,
Look,
you're
man.
fine. I'm rolling to hit.
Okay.
I'm not that mean. Jesus. Also,
I never
can't
know
think
with you.
Hey!
That's not until 11th level.
Also, I can't. In fairness, I can't think of any monsters that do d20 damage. And then the bite. I think the bite
Ooh.
misses.
Yes,
It'd be
it
a
does.
12 or a 13.
Yeah, both miss.
Okay, in that case, 2 claws. Where is it? There it is. Wonk. 13 points of damage total, halved 6.
Cool. All right. With this round, Reckless is gonna start swinging for him. Bonus action. Gonna yell out, "Get the ship ready, we're leaving!" Just yelling it out to the crew. Get everybody's attention, get them the fuck up. All right,
Get them
so
to start
first-
going. All right. By this point, the crew has put out the fire, and they're going to start getting the ship ready as fast as possible. We are at, on the counter, we are now officially at round 1 for everyone getting closer. So Ro and no, not Ro. Mercy, Haru, and
Erudite.
Erudite. You guys are 2 rounds away.
Yep.
The others, you're 4 away. And the townsfolk are either 4 or 5 away. You're not too sure.
Yep. Okay. All right. So attacking New Frogman, 26. 22 points of damage. Is he still up?
Yes, he is still technically up.
Okay, cool.
Technically, because he
Gonna
looks
hit him again then.
he looks not great.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit him again, right in his stupid left eye specifically.
Specifically, the left one.
Specifically the left eye. I'm gonna do another 15 points of damage to his left eye and face.
All right. In that case, as you aim for his left eye, you, Jesus Christ, as you specifically aim for his left eye, you cave in the side of his face, and he drops to the ground dead. There are no more frog people nearby, but you hear the sound of as dogs are being let out by the townsfolk, and they're going to start making their direction towards you.
Okay.
They'll be
Gale's gonna
arriving
use
next
his
round.
movement for this round to move up the dock, and essentially he's just gonna stand there and show that he's not moving.
Gotcha.
Anything that's coming up the dock's got to go through you.
All right. Jesus. Okay. So, and then Haru, yes, are going to use Sanctuary. All right. We are 2. Round 2. So, Mercy, Haru, Erudite. You guys are 1 round away. Everybody else 3. Townspeople 3 or 4. You don't know. Gale, charging in your direction are what appears to be about 4 hunting dogs. Large, shaggy faces that like bloodhounds. They appear to be charging at your general direction, and they will begin to almost encircle you like pack tactics. Well, they can't circle you. I mean, they're going to start getting close to you as fast as they can.
Okay.
So, you may hit the dog.
All right.
It's The Last of Us 2. Oops.
I
Spoilers.
know, right? I feel like I've been
Spoilers.
playing this game for a
Sorry.
while.
Wait, what?
I've been fighting a lot of dogs in the last.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah.
Whoops! I didn't know.
There's been so much dog death.
Oh, poor dogs.
That's the first one.
Yes, that will hit. Their AC isn't that high.
Got it. There's damage on that. 13 points.
That will not kill him, and he is not yet bloodied. Ouch.
Okay. Gonna hit him again. That's 21.
Hit.
There we go.
He's almost certainly bloodied at this point.
Okay.
I'm just using the stat sheet for direwolves, by the way,
That's fine.
because really any other dog sheet is just a sled dog, and that's not terribly strong, to be honest.
That's fine. Gale's going to stow the hammer, and Gale's pulling out the double-bladed glaive as his bonus action.
That's fine. 13, 16, 29. Okay, so... Okay. 8 left. Okay. Sorry, I'm writing down health right now.
You're good.
Because I need to keep it all in line. Alrighty. So the dogs are going to start attacking you. They all have pack tactics, as you are more or less trying to all nom on you.
That's fine.
Well, they would have had advantage anyways because you're
I know,
reckless.
that's why I
Reckless,
went-
yes,
that's why I kept
absolutely.
it reckless. Like
I need to find a way to actually just roll reckless, roll advantage while typing in the command. I wish I knew.
Yeah.
Whatever, I don't care. First one,
20 will hit.
right? The first one will hit, right? Or 22.
Yeah, 22 will hit. Yep.
Okay. I need you to make me a strength saving throw, as it's going to try and
Got
drag you down.
it.
You're raging. Advantage.
Yes. Natural
Pass.
20.
Next attack. 20.
Yep, it'll hit.
Okay. Another strength saving throw. They're going to try and drag you
17.
down. Pass. For reference, DC is 13.
Got it.
14 won't hit you, will it?
No, it will not.
Okay, next one. Fuck me.
20 on
21
the save.
hit. You're fine.
Yep.
Okay, in that case, I'll only roll 3 bite damage.
Got it.
3 bits. 3 bits of damage. Hachi machi. So it would be 12 for the first bite.
Okay.
Reduced to 6. It would be 9 for the second hit. So 12, 9, and then that last one gets split into, isn't that double 6? 15. So 12, 9, 15. I'm pretty sure you can just have it to 18. You'll be fine.
Yep.
All right, the dogs are trying to bite at you. It's the next round, which means as of now, Haru, Erudite, and Mercy, you guys have all arrived. You see the crowd of people starting to make their way, and they're getting closer and closer and closer. The dock is damaged; it's on fire. The ship has shown signs of having been scorched. You don't know what's happened, but you can see the townfolk trying to make their way towards your position. Well, more accurately, the boat's position. What do you want to do?
Can I? How far are they from the boats?
From the boats?
Uh-huh.
Indeterminate amount of distance. What are you trying to do? Just tell me.
Because I was gonna see if I could dimension door and then just do my shit from the boat, if that's possible.
Oh, dimension door onto the boat.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, let's see. Dimension door's like 500 feet, right?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yeah, and my
You
fireball's
have
like
plenty of room there, and
fireball's like 100.
I'd say if you're trying to use something like fireball,
Right.
probably not that close. No, because at
Okay.
that point I should be starting to land attacks on you guys.
Okay, then
because they're
never
gonna
mind.
start throwing shit.
Then can I fireball from my position currently?
Maybe.
I'm also gonna say, Moses is gonna order everyone off Onyx, and I'm ordering him to charge through the crowd. So,
Yeah.
Lizard charge!
I mean, I've done it once, Connor.
You have. Okay, everybody off the lizard. You
Yeah.
guys all abandon the lizard in front of the dock, and you just let Onyx go, and he just starts charging towards the people.
Because if I can throw a fireball, I'm going to throw a fireball.
I can't imagine you'd be that close, because most docks are only like, what,
It's
40,
100.
50 feet?
Fireball's 150 feet though.
Yeah, but they're still not like 100 feet close to you, because
Okay.
if they were, they'd be attacking the boat.
Okay. Then I'm not gonna do. What can I do?
To be fair, Onyx is trying to
Wall
break
of fire?
them up, so that's true.
I could do wall of light actually.
No,
which
wall
is
of
what
fire,
I'm-
wall. Either way, something to barricade them. Like that's just me from a logical point of view.
Yeah, I can do wall of fire because I don't have wall of light. So I'm gonna do wall of fire, blocking them from coming. And I'm gonna.
Shut the. Jill.
Yeah.
Here's the thing. I can also just change that so it's force, and I can make it wall of force, even though it's not like the wall of force spell.
It's
Okay.
definitely not.
Yeah, but I can block them off with force, which will be. Oh, actually, no. I'm just gonna do fire. Fuck it, just fire.
Okay. Okay. I don't have to mark off another
Yeah, no,
use
you
on
don't.
that force gem.
Nope, we're gonna do fire. Fuck it, we're gonna do fire.
Okay.
So across, so it's like going right in front of them, so it'll make it hard for them to, you know.
Yeah, I
block them
get you.
off, so we can get out.
Okay. So you're
Uh,
trying to buy them more time.
Unfortunately, since I do that, Onyx does go still for 6 seconds. I will point that out.
Yeah, Haru is not Haru. Onyx is still going to charge through the wall of force. So
The wall of fire, yeah. Yeah,
the
that's
wall
fine.
of fire. So, well, I mean, yeah. Roll damage.
Okay. Do I have
Do you have
wall
the
of fire?
stats for Onyx?
Yeah, you gave it to me a bit ago.
Goody.
We're gonna do. Actually, we're gonna do a level
Oh.
5.
Trust me,
Let's
he's
do
probably
a-
gonna die. He does not have a lot of health.
He does not have a lot of health.
Sorry, buddy. I can just say he doesn't get hit by it though.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
I thought that was with targeted spells. Not targeted,
No.
I mean like AoE spells.
I mean, Wall of Fire is also an AoE spell, technically. Wall of Fire is you hit in that damage range. It's an evocation spell. It's all evocation spells and evocation spells.
Oh, it's all evocation spells.
It's all evocation spells, and Wall of Fire is an evocation spell. So I can just say it doesn't touch Onyx, which it doesn't.
It also doesn't make a big difference because it's a familiar.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
but still.
I told her at one point, I was like, I might order him to try to eat a couple, and she went, will that hurt him?
I don't want to catch
Will that hurt him?
Catch the barn.
The answer is no.
But yeah,
It is when you cast
right. So
an
when
evocation spell.
right. The initial damage.
The initial damage is fine, but the damage for
Yeah.
going through the wall, he's not immune to that.
Oh yeah, that's fine. Then I mean he's a familiar, so it's fine.
Yeah, that's the thing I was trying to.
Oh,
Trying to
okay. I
discern.
didn't know that's what you were doing. Okay, that's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, then yeah, he would
Yeah.
get hit by that.
No, if he goes through that at 27 damage, Kai's not going. Not Kai. Onyx is not going through that.
Poor Onyx.
Actually, this is. I will say this is the initial damage. The other damage.
That is the initial damage. The only issue I can see is it's 120 foot range, so you're gonna get the wall up, and they'll have to move out of the way of it. So
Right.
Onyx can very easily move out of the way of it, and it's more so that you're just giving them a blockade to make it tougher for them to get there.
Oh
Exactly.
Yeah, so Onyx will be fine. They're not going to immediately take damage from it, but like they have to part the seas to get around the blockade.
yeah, I'll be fine.
And what's the total length that the Wall of Fire can be?
Hold on. Let me put it in the thing. Michelle does not remember. No. Do I seriously not have the card? Oh shit. I thought I had the card. Sorry, guys.
What is with your spells today, man? You need to go back through them.
60 feet long, 20 feet high, and 1 foot thick. Or one
Okay.
wall up to 20
Ooh,
feet
that
diameter.
works. Nice.
So it's 60 feet long.
Good 60 feet long? Okay, yeah, that'll definitely help. Okay, you'll block them off a bit. I'll bring it back over to Gale. You got dogs.
I got ducks.
You got dogs.
Ducks. Dogs.
No,
and the
dogs,
ducks.
not ducks.
Oh, why can't they be ducks?
I mean, they're plenty
It's-
hostile, but not exactly
like-
dangerous.
Do you like dogs? Dogs and the ducks. All right. Here we go. So we're gonna make this all reckless, cause fuck it, they're gonna get advantage anyway. First thing we're gonna do, one of the ones that hasn't been hit yet, gonna swing at that one. 24.
Hit.
12 points of damage.
Good.
Gonna swing at that one again.
And it was the one that you hadn't hit before, the one you had hit before.
One I had not hit before.
You had not. Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
Yep.
Because I didn't want to apply damage to something that you were just like, oh, I'm not going to hit that.
Correct. Trying to
Yeah.
kind of throw him off balance here.
No, I get you, bud.
All right, second one, that same one that I hit with the first attack with another 24. With another 16 points of damage.
And this is the same one that you just hit?
Yep, that I hit with the first one.
Okay.
And then for my bonus action, because
Looking
it's
rough.
double-bladed glaive, Gil's going to kind of dance around and bring the other end around, which is the same now, since they're matching and well-balanced. We're going to hit the one that, on that first round of fighting the dogs that I'd hit twice.
Okay.
26. With 8 points of damage.
You knock him to 0 exactly. He goes down.
All right, kind of bringing it up under his jaw and just kind of splitting the jaw and then bringing the point forward to fight. Now 3 of them.
Now,
All right,
3
here we go.
dogs. 3 dog. I miss Fallout 3. All right, dog 1. Dog 2. Dog 3! I need strength
What?
save, strength save, strength save.
Got it. 16.
Pass.
19.
Pass. Fail!
12. All right.
Question.
Holy crap!
Last one.
Can I say something?
No.
It just
What
looks
is it?
like I think you did it wrong.
No, they're rolling.
No, I
looked
did
at
it right.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
right.
You
okay.
gotta hover
It's-
over the thing.
Yeah. Hover over it. It literally says 17 plus
interesting.
5
Yeah.
22.
Oh, that's
If-
interesting.
If you ever
Yeah,
think
that's cool.
something rolled wrong, you just hover over it to check.
If I had
Oh.
rolled wrong, that first one would have been
A lot more.
36.
Yeah, it just looks. It
Yeah.
looks so weird. I'm
Yeah, it
sorry. It,
does.
just looks strange.
It does because it hides like the details of the rolls.
Okay. I was like very confused. Okay. No, you're right.
All right.
You're good.
34 total, have 17. You're now prone.
Okay. 17 points of damage.
Hey, question, Connor.
Yes.
I know it seems kind of obvious, but we're still running towards the ship at this point, correct?
I'm assuming so. I'm
But
going to assume that you're going to do that.
I wanted to make sure it was said because
Yeah, well, I'm like the two ways I can see this going is either you guys are going to get on the boat and get away,
or stay and massacre.
or you're going to tell the boat to leave and then fuck off and get the hell away from these town people. Those are the two ways I can see this going.
I think we're trying to go.
Anything else is going to be bad.
I mean, technically speaking, if the boat did leave with and stay a bit offshore, we could water walk out there.
That too.
Let's avoid that.
We're still at the point where Gale's fighting
honestly-
multiple dogs at the same time, by the way.
Yeah, I am getting to that next turn. Don't worry.
Yeah. All right. We're at the next turn.
Oh,
Alright.
Let's see. It should be Ro, Dea, and Maddie. You guys are what? 2 rounds?
you
Got
said 5
one.
rounds total, so 1 away. They'll be here next round.
You guys will be here next round, so you're on your last round of running. Fun fact for Ro, if this is your last round of running, you're still within range of shoot.
Oh yeah, you are.
That I am.
Because you have insane range with your gun.
Because you've got what, 300 some feet?
It's bonkers.
So you could. It doesn't matter that you guys want 1 more round because of how slow you can hit a lot further.
Yeah.
Yeah, my range is 180 and 630. That's a
Yeah.
disadvantage.
And in theory, Dea has Eldritch Blast. If she decided to not go her insane speed, in theory you could also do something with Eldritch Blast.
But
Because your range is 120.
regardless, Ro can shoot.
Yes, absolutely.
Would we be seeing the fire where we're running at?
I feel like it would be hard to miss.
It's hard to
Yeah.
miss.
It's a big wall of
It is.
fire.
It is nighttime.
Can I see
Oh, sorry.
the dog on Gale?
Yeah, you can see the dogs on
The
Gale.
3 dogs.
The one on Gale though.
Yes.
Can I Eldritch Blast him?
Yeah.
Eldritch Yoink.
Eldritch
Ideally,
Yonk.
Eldritch Yoink.
And I will say, with the distraction efforts you guys gave for the townsfolk, they are 2 rounds away.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah.
That means you guys will be at it before they get.
I think
we
I
have
hit the
Yes, absolutely.
I did 10 damage and I pull it 10 feet.
So, considering that you guys are heading from the west and the dock heads out kind of at a northwest direction,
Oh, no.
you're actually just pulling the dog into the water.
That's not a bad thing.
All right.
It just goes.
We'll worry about that later.
Oh my
Or not at
God.
all.
Ro's turn.
I'm about to ask a question I never in a million years thought I would ask.
What's up?
Can I shoot the dog?
Oh, this is such a sad.
I
This
am
is the saddest
becoming
timeline. Yes, you can
villain.
shoot the dog.
Oh my god, I'm the villain from John Wick.
You can old yellow this dog.
Okay, I shoot a dog.
Don't worry, Pa. I'll do it myself.
What
What the fuck? No, you miss.
Hold
And
on.
what? Fire.
Wait.
I did miss.
No, yeah. You misfire too.
Okay, well I'll just go fuck myself then.
Oh no!
Yeah, you
Well,
misfired.
plus side, you can use your second attack to try and, unjam.
Blame it on the guild.
Oh yeah, because Tahirkai is based off a direwolf. Yeah.
Yeah. AC is 14.
Rose
Wait,
throws
how is
herself
Ro's
into
14
the
but
ocean.
Kai's 13?
Kai's 13? What?
Kai's 13. She
Why is
would've
Kai's
been-
13? What? No, hold on.
You can look at my sheet, Connor. You gave me
There's
those.
no way.
stats.
Rose throws herself into the ocean.
No! I'm looking at Kai's stats for all of this.
Hold on.
Because
No way. Why is his AC 13? Oh wait, no, because he's not based off of a dire wolf. He's based off of a winter wolf, dude.
It's fair. You just told me shit. I don't know.
Yeah, hold on, winter wolf. I think is their AC really 13? There's no way. Winter wolf AC is 13. Huh?
Weird.
They're the more dangerous version. Whatever, I guess. So, never mind then. What was I doing? Oh, right, yeah. So to unjam the gun, Tinker Soul check.
Okay. I was about to scroll and Jessica swooped in and took the mouse.
I did. We'll back up.
Mine,
This
motherfucker.
one.
13?
I'm pretty sure the DC is
Row
it's like
throws
8 plus
skills.
misfire, so you should be okay.
Okay.
I'll double check, but I'm pretty sure you're going to be fine with the
Misfire
gun.
would be 10, so.
Yeah.
Rose
Either way,
prepared
I
at
think
any
you're
moment.
okay. I'll just double check it.
I have a question. Does gun
Um,
feel bad?
This gun feel bad.
The gun has actually been making a very unusual noise for the last couple of minutes.
No. I don't like that.
Specifically, it just sounds like it's very anxious, I suppose is the best way of describing it.
Oh.
No.
It's kind of making like a...
I think it's more related to what's going on as opposed to shooting the
It
dog.
can feel the vibes.
Vibes are
Yeah.
bad.
Vibes are
While
real
they're-
fucking big.
While they're running and Rose fixing her gun, she's going, "It's not your fault! It's not your fault! It's not your fault!" Like a crazy person.
And yeah, misfire is DC 8 plus misfire score 2, 10, you're fine.
Hey, Connor.
Yeah, what's up?
Question.
Mm-hmm.
Jace fucked up
Are
the
we going to?
place where the dock meets the land, right? That Gale
Yes.
did that. How big is that space?
5 foot.
Can Mercy make that jump to get over there and pull out her sword and hit one of those dogs?
You can do an athletics check, yeah.
You can surely try.
Yeah, we know you're...
I'll re-roll that, because I don't trust that. God!
Oh, you did worse. Oh no.
Did
So
get
you...
even a 12?
You and holes, man. You and holes.
how do you keep doing this? How do you keep doing this?
Mercy
You don't fall into the hole, but because that roll is garbage, I'm gonna say you do like land at the edge and you have to crawl your way back up. That's the rest of your movement. You're at the very edge of the hole, but you can pull out your sword.
Fuck it, if I'm too far away to hit it with a sword, I'm gonna use the star knife.
Yeah, there you go.
I was hoping to get close enough I wouldn't have to. 1,
Hit.
2.
Hit.
Question. How far
30.
away is... Okay, so I can use the d6.
Yep.
So 7 plus 1 of fire, and 9 plus 1 of fire.
Are you splitting the damage? One on one dog, one on the other?
Yeah. That
Okay.
was the plan.
So one of them looks really bad. The other one is still looking pretty sturdy. All right. Erudite and Haru, what do you guys
How
want to
far
do?
are we from this? From the dogs?
From the
Mercy's at
dogs?
the edge of the dock, if that helps.
Basically, you're more or less like a movement or two away from the dogs.
So I want to get. Well, which is the one that looks really hurt? Of the dog?
There's one dog that is extremely hurt. I'll
I
put
want
it
to
that way.
hit Toll the Dead on him.
Okay. Is it a save or an attack?
It's save.
It's a save.
It's a save. It's a wisdom save.
Oh god. Yeah. Let's see how well the wisdom on this dog is. Why does a direwolf have +1?
Hey,
Alright, fine. That's dumb. Nope.
okay, fail. 2d12 because it has been hurt.
Yeah. Also, Maddie. Radiant Soul's a bonus action, so yes, absolutely.
Okay.
It takes 18 points of damage.
Okay. It was at
Necrotic.
1.
Okay.
So you use Toll the Dead on it, and this hollow rings out, and you just watch as it just kind of and then flumps over.
That sucks. That
man.
hurts a little bit.
Yeah.
God damn. Okay, well that's me. I don't really have a bonus action, so yeah, I guess I'm just gonna keep going towards the boat.
Okay.
Yeah, I should have dimension board. Oh well.
There's a hole.
Yeah, I know. I'm gonna
Bite me,
stand.
Connor.
I'm gonna stand behind Mercy, I guess. Like.
No, there's a hole you have to jump over.
No. Like. Okay, I'll jump over the hole. You want me to do an athletics check? I'll do an athletics check.
Yep.
Okay.
Watch Rudy sail over the hole with no problem.
Sail!
I mean, no, I don't think I will, but that would be really funny.
You did a
I
save,
mean, even
but you did it.
even then, you're not trained in athletics, are you?
No. No.
And it's a 19 minus 1. She's fine.
I have a prehensile tail to
I
balance me.
I will use the 50 feet, so I will go 50 feet. So
Not in one jump, but yes, you can go 50 feet.
no, I know. I'm saying I'm using the 50 feet to like get
The
through
most
boat.
most astounding running jump ever seen.
50-foot vertical leap.
To get as close to the boat as I possibly can without actually getting on the boat. So I
You
don't
can do
know-
that.
I don't know how do I get.
But
on the
basically, you'd be getting up to where Gale is, and
Okay.
like just before the fire, because there is still the dog.
boat. Yeah.
And if you ran past it, you're gonna get an attack of opportunity. But,
Okay, that's what I'll do then.
yeah.
I mean,
Um,
if a monk does Step of the Wind, their jump
Their movement
is
gets
doubled,
insane.
and if
Yeah.
they have
Oh,
boots
yeah.
of jumping or the jump spell, then it's jump
It's-
distance and height is times 6 for that turn.
Yeah. So what do you want to do?
There's only one thing that I really can do that is effective at range. And that's summon
Cry?
the Celestial Spirit Avenger form.
Okay.
It shares my initiative and goes right after me.
Okay.
So he'll bonus action pop out of fox form, summon it as his action, and as movement he's going to get on it because it can fly.
Are you able to climb onto the Celestial Spirit?
It's large.
But is it like incorporeal or anything like that? If it's not listed as incorporeal, you can climb on it, technically.
It says it's a celestial.
I mean, yeah, I'll double check the spell, but if there's nothing against it, manifest physically. Yeah, no, theoretically you could climb onto this thing.
Oh.
So yeah, you climb onto the back of this celestial spirit, whose appearance we haven't decided on.
No, real quick, I want to point out something.
Well, right now we have like
Yes?
the token.
It's a celestial spirit that's supposed to look angelic in form. Does that mean it looks a little bit like Maddie?
Oh no, no. In his case, it's a little bit more construct-like in appearance.
Okay, it was just funny to me.
Yeah, but still, he climbs onto the back of the celestial spirit and just like Atreyus his way over the dock.
Yeah, he'll use that to get onto the ship and then have it fire at the dogs.
All right, it can make an attack on the dogs. There's one attacking Gale and one in the water.
It has 2 attacks out. First
Uh-huh.
against the one attacking Gale, of course. Was the one attacking Gale injured, or
Yes. Both of them were injured.
that's a miss?
That's an absolute miss.
That's also a miss.
Ooh,
What the fuck, guys?
that's awful.
But hey, at least I'm on the boat.
Yeah, you are at least close enough to the boat that moving to it would be simple.
And I'll use the other half of my movement to get off of it once I'm on the boat.
Yeah, you'll basically be on the boat. All right, Gale.
Okay, so
Dog.
I'm gonna use half my movement to stand. And then there's only one that's on the dock anymore, right?
Yes, the other one is
Okay.
trying to swim back to shore.
Got it. So I'm gonna hit the one, and I have my double-bladed glaive out, so I'm gonna reckless. 22.
Hit.
That's 15 points of damage.
It's still alive, but boy, it doesn't look great.
Okay, cool. I'm gonna hit it again. That's
It's
a
dead.
natural 20.
It's so dead. It's so dead. Oh, you've murdered this poor dog.
Gale's literally just gonna. With the first attack, he's gonna sweep its back leg out, and then the second one, he's just gonna drive it right into its neck.
What if the dog becomes a dogfish? No, the dogs aren't also cultists.
That would be awful. All right. Gale's then gonna run to kind of the edge of the dock. Free action, bonus action, gonna swap weapons.
Yeah.
So he's got the hammer out again.
Okay.
And essentially, Gale's just waiting for the other three to get onto the dock, and just just kind of making sure that none of the village people are gonna get to the
YMCA with
See,
its
exactly.
stands for
No,
was
more
gonna try and
accurately,
figure out a different way
in
to
the
phrase that.
Navy.
I mean, Gale is wearing a really big helmet thing. He could be part of one of them. You don't know yet. So No, Gale's gonna make sure that the rest of his allies can get onto the dock, and just to make sure.
You're being the rear guard, basically.
Yeah, Gale's. Oh my count, he's about 1 or 2 rounds away from getting his charge back. So, yeah, just to make sure we're holding position.
Okay, that's fine. All right. Next round, Dea, Ro, and Maddie. You guys are within running distance of the dock. You can get to the dock and then
Make an
try to jump
athletics
over the
check.
hole.
And not pull a mercy.
I'll point out, anybody who's jumped over that hole has leaped, like, over or next to Mercy.
Connor,
I say sorry, Mercy, as I fly over her.
Connor, I want you to do me a favor.
Yeah, what's up, dude?
I want you to eat a dick about these
I'm
fucking
sorry! What? I didn't do anything! Don't look at me!
holes. Fucking holes.
The holes, like, the DCs are low! And you're rolling, like, barely above 10!
I
To
still
be fair, the bottom of the holes are also low, and Mercy seems to be hitting every single one of them.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna.
So, Dea, Ro, Maddie, what do you want to do?
I want to jump over the hole.
You want to
Yeah.
jump that hole?
Could you do
I-
acrobatics? Or would it
No.
have to be athletics?
Acrobatics is pretty much just, like, either flare movements or, like, moving nimbly. There's a feat that lets you swap out athletics and acrobatics, and Morgan has it.
I've been
And
having a bad
I
day
go.
rolling, so I'm gonna tempt fucking fate.
Go.
This is an
Go.
athletics check.
She's got a 0, guys. Let's see this happen.
Oh no.
Yep.
Oh.
Join Mercy in the hole.
The fortunate.
That is fortunate,
The
by the
ship
way.
doesn't make it over the
I'm
hole.
sorry. It doesn't change when I change it on my phone. I can't.
It
access
really
my
doesn't.
computer.
With
Mouse is sitting right
seeing
here.
as I'm
You want it to-
right there, and I do have Sentinel,
Oh, you
would I be able to use my reaction to try and
And
catch
spear
Ro?
her on your glaive? Yes, maybe.
Yes, I don't have the glaive out, so it's not the glaive.
Okay, so you can use your hammer and just, like, baseball swing her into the boat.
Kind of. Sure.
I'll take it.
I love
Yeah,
this.
I'll let you, like, try to make a reaction to grab her.
Okay, what do you want me to roll for this?
Let's just go with the deck save.
Dex save. Okay.
Because, like, you're trying to, like, quickly react and grab her.
That's good, because raging, I have advantage on those. That's
I
16.
mean, you have
You're
advantage
fine.
on dex saves regardless.
Danger sense.
Ah,
Well, it's
yes.
technically for dangerous things.
To be fair, doing this is
It
dangerous.
feels dangerous.
That's no. Oh no, my friend's about to trip and fall into the water is not dangerous, you guys.
While
there.
a whole town is coming after us. That seems dangerous.
Like,
You could get a splinter.
Shut the fuck up.
God bless.
Anyway.
Regardless, Gale, you will manage to grab her and you can pull her back up
All
at
right.
the end of your, and just, like, get her back over to the side of the dock.
Yep.
Maddie, Dea?
I mean, I technically have Radiant Soul up, right?
Yeah, you can use Radiant Soul and fly.
I was gonna fly over it.
Dea?
Well, since we seem to be getting back to the boat, I will try to jump over the hole. 7.
I have a feeling
like
this
the last
celestial
time I
spirit
jumped
is
over
gonna
a
have to be a
hole.
taxi service and not fire on the approaching
So-
people.
Luckily, I can get someone up
Fine,
on the
it's
boat with
fine.
me.
I'll climb up.
Yeah, so you're almost certainly gonna have to climb back up there.
Gale's just gonna look down her. Really?
You know what it's like. You saw the last time I tried to jump a hole. You can't
Make
do
another
it.
athletics check to
Come
try and
on.
climb up the slick dock.
Do I have to roll for that? What?
Yes.
Okay. Is that another athletics?
Yes.
Oops, wrong one.
Well,
Damn, we don't have time for this shit. What are you doing?
Can I have my turn now?
You know what?
So
Wait
I
a
can
minute.
pull her up.
I summon my cloak and I go across the water. I'm sorry.
Why didn't you do this the first time?
why didn't you do this the first time?
I like how it's like this very serious, like, very intense moment, and people are just fucking. It's like the agony stacks all of a sudden.
The dice
So,
rolls determine
Dea,
the theme song.
Leaps over the hole, doesn't clear it, lands in the water, tries to climb up the side of the dock, can't manage to do it, and then eventually just goes, fuck it, and summons her packed cloak, and shunts up out of the water and starts just
Gliding
using that. I will say, with those 2 failed athletics checks, you're basically at the hole. You're floating above the water, but you're at the hole.
I'm going.
What the fuck?
Connor, can I climb out?
Yes. Well, I thought you already did that at the end of your turn. But you're like at the hole.
Know. I don't know if you let me climb out. That's the thing.
Athletics check.
2 seconds. What the?
You're fine.
I fucking hate. These are the only times I look up athletics checks. And I hate it. Bullshit.
Now I realize
Alright.
because of that attack roll, if I instead had tried to jump over the dock, it would have nat 1 for a -1.
Yeah, probably. Oh my god.
All right, Maddie, you're over. Dea, you're floating above the water, but over air quotes. There's still the fire on the dock to contend with. And well, the dog, yeah, except for the one that's trying to swim back to shore, they're gone. By next turn,
Yeah.
the crowd is going to be within throwing distance of the ship.
I assess the situation around me. I touch Ro and I'm like, do you want to get on the boat?
Well, yeah.
Alright, Dimension Doris on the boat.
Okay. Ro, you are suddenly on the boat. Erudite, you're on the boat. Haru, you're going to use your Celestial Spirit movement to get onto the boat.
He already did that, I thought. Because
In theory, yes.
Yeah,
yes.
last
Okay.
turn
So
he
yeah,
was
you're on the
boat,
boat.
and there was fire
so
from the
so
boat.
who is still on the dock?
I think
That's
Mercy and Gale.
Mercy, Gale, Dea, and Maddie's flying, so I'm assuming Maddie can fly to the boat.
I'm managing.
I'm not. Fucking
I was-
bullshit. I fucking hate holes, Connor.
I'm sorry. So yeah, there's still Maddie. Sorry, there's still technically Maddie, but she can fly. There's Dea, but she can float on the water. There's Gale, and there's Mercy, who can't do that, and they do have to contend with the fiery dock.
I was gonna cast control flames on the dock. They're on it.
I mean, I can just drop concentration on the wall of fire. The thing is, I'm using it to keep them at bay.
Wrong dock.
Wrong.
You did. They threw a Molotov on the dock. Remember?
I will say this: if you're gonna save someone, Mercy is a tiefling. She has fire resistance. It's gonna hurt her
Less.
less.
Yeah, Gale.
It's just
Let
Gale.
me just think.
I can get there.
How much do they weigh in their like armor and stuff like
Oh,
that?
Okay, so funny story. Gale at this point, with everything that Gale has and is wearing, is over like 700 pounds.
We're gonna have to
Mercy's
cut
about-
that down a little bit, buddy. Because that's a lot. Wait, no, is it counting your money?
Yeah.
I don't know if it's counting my money.
It's gonna count your money weight as well.
Okay.
Also,
cool.
Gale has the capacity to carry what a large creature can, Connor.
Hold
Yeah.
on,
'Cause,
let me see if it is counting your money, because I've got a feeling it definitely is.
Oh,
Let
it
me just-
usually is.
show you something. I wrote down my goal real quick.
It's
I'm at
saying I'm carrying
247.
283 pounds worth of stuff.
I'm at 247 right now. If I take my gold off, I'm at 175. I think the only person you
okay.
turned it off on is Ro, because it kept saying she was over encumbered.
Yeah,
Because
and that
she's-
actually does affect her for some reason.
So
Also, Gale, your total weight's only 280.
That's not including my character weight.
Oh, character weight. Okay,
Yeah.
I was confused for a second there.
Yeah. No, with
Okay, no, in
character
that case,
weight,
that's
which
very
is-
different.
Yeah.
Gale is big boy.
Yeah. Gale's very heavy.
Yeah, so Gale
Um,
total does weigh quite a bit.
Yeah, exactly. And I can carry based off of a large size creature. So
Yeah.
I'm
so
not worried about
this
that.
No,
this spirit is
I thought you
able
were
to
carrying
lift.
700 pounds.
No. If I had even 500 pounds, I'd be like, yeah, we need to like do something about that.
Yeah.
Let me see. The spirit before encumbrance can lift 480, and
It's only strength 16.
yeah, but it's a large creature, so it's double the normal carry capacity.
So
So
480,
would
but
be-
even then,
yeah. Is that enough to
Pick
lift
up
either
the
of
one
them?
in the plate armor who can't swim.
That's also fair.
Yep.
Oh yeah, you
Yeah.
stink.
that's very fair, actually.
Yep.
So I might be resistant to fire, but
You're
Can't
not
swim.
resistant to drowning.
no, I'm not. Oh, well, technically, we were on the water, so I do have water breathing, but I would
Water
not be
breathing
able
was
to come
cast.
back up.
So
It's up
I
to
think the thing that I can do, I'm just gonna get to the very edge of the ship so that I can see them and just cast water walking.
Fair. Very fair. Yeah, so you two have water walking cast on you.
It's like I'm gonna
Join
cast
me.
it on everybody within sight range.
Okay. Then basically everyone who is within sight range has water walking.
Yep. And then I'm just gonna have the spirit kind of like go out to intercept and do 2 bow attacks along
Okay.
the way. Might slow them down if they're busy dealing with it. Or
Hit. Alright. So if you focus on just one, they're definitely dead. If you focus on
Yeah.
two that are pretty badly injured.
you'd focus on one
They're dead as fuck.
and have it fly out like basically 40 feet in front so that they have to kind of contend with it.
That's certainly a thought. Okay.
I mean, they don't know it can't do melee attacks.
Well, they don't know that, but they also might not bother with it. Okay, so
Shots.
Mercy and Gale, what do you want to do?
I mean, I climbed out of the hole this turn.
That's a movement action, certainly, but you can use your regular action.
Yeah, I know. I guess I'm just gonna look at Gale and go, book it for the ship?
Aye.
And we're gonna book it for the ship.
Okay. So you two start booking it for the ship. Mercy, you're on your way to the ship. Gale, with your movement speed, I know that you can make it to the ship and then onto it. Even
Yeah.
if you're using water walking, it doesn't matter
I
because
mean,
your movement
I'm-
speed's the same.
Gonna say fuck it because we're trying to get out. I'm just gonna use action surge, Connor.
Oh, there you go. That works too. In that case, you're pretty much on the boat too. So I'm assuming you're just gonna go onto the water and then climb up using like a ladder.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah.
Just get us back on the ship.
I would
That's
have.
fine.
Yeah, someone would have just put down a ladder, so it's fine.
Oh, I figured. All right. In that case, the only person who's going to be within attacking range then
Sorry, Dea.
is
It's
Dea.
It's fine.
It's
I can
okay.
get away. It's okay.
You've got water walking, and Maddie still has wings. She can pick you up if you
I-
pass out.
am a rogue. I will be okay.
You also have like 50 health.
Okay. Okay. All right. So we will say, for the sake of this, then the mob is going to split their attacks on the ship and on Dea. Basically, I'm not doing
Come at
all
me,
of their
bro.
attacks, but I'm certainly gonna cut this down and make it a little nicer for you. They're gonna throw shit, basically, both at you and at the boat. In the case of the boat, it's a lot of torches and other, and either like pitchforks and torches, stuff like that, or in some cases other Molotovs. So, let's go with boat attack. Oh lordy, where was it? They're not decks anyway, so fuck it. So their throwing is not too great. So on the boat, really only 2 attacks will actually manage to land onto the boat itself, and they're just 2 Molotovs that crash onto it. All right. So you guys will have to deal with those. Dea,
Yes.
boy,
Can't believe Dea's dead.
you're at the hole. You're standing on the water.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I'm gonna do 3 range attacks, and one of them is gonna close within melee range and try to swipe at you.
Okay.
12 miss, 21 and 18 will those hit.
Yep.
All right, one's a pitchfork, and one is a Molotov. Okay.
You're so nervous.
Only 4 points of Molotov damage.
Okay.
And the pitchfork, I believe it's a D8. I missed the R. Fuck. 9 points of piercing damage as you get hit by one of the pitchforks.
Just to be
The rest
petty,
splashing into the water nearby you.
I'm gonna uncanny dodge the pitchfork, so that I
Okay.
take. Does it run? I can never remember if it runs down or up.
It's round down.
Always
Which
down.
is 4.
Oh, it's always down, except for like I think a few situations
I
where
think
it says
there's
otherwise.
like one thing where it rounds up, and I never remember
Exactly.
like what the one thing is. So I
that's
just
my-
ask
my-
it
my-
one time.
Arcane recovery is 1 up. Up 1.
Yep.
Like it's up.
Yeah, it's like level stuff. Or sometimes. Anyway, that happens.
And now the one that closed within melee range is going to swipe at you, claws, and then bite.
Okay.
Claw,
Hit, miss,
and then bite.
miss.
Goody. All right. What was it doing for claws again?
Oh boy, I hope they weren't like venomous or anything, because last time I saved against the venom.
Not
Did
great.
not end
Only
well.
5 points of damage. At least it did roll right?
1d8 plus 4. Yeah.
Whoa!
Huh?
What the hell? I didn't know I could do that. It's
So-
just this little...
What?
No, nothing. Never mind. Don't worry about it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it.
yeah.
Yeah,
I didn't know I could do that.
You can.
So yeah, one of them managed to slash at you. The bite and the claw miss. So, all right,
Is that all?
that's all for the time being.
Okay. Is it my turn?
It's your turn.
I disengage and I double move the fuck out of there, which is
60 feet.
no. The cloak
Oh,
gives me more
80
movement.
feet then.
Yeah, I was trying to remember if it gives me plus 10 or plus 50. Plus 10, yeah, so 80
Plus
feet.
10. So you'd be able to climb your way back up onto the boat relatively as well. By this point, I will say your crew has managed to tie down the boat and is now able to set sail as fast as possible. A few of them are trying to contend with the fire from the Molotovs.
I will, because, well, at least for the most recent Molotov, it's kind of a silly use of it, but I'm just gonna cast Create Food and Water because it creates 45 pounds of food and 30 gallons of water, and the water is just gonna like rush off.
It's just going to use the create water. Guys, I have potable water for us. Splash.
I mean, yes.
Whatever works. God, I'm feeling. I'm trying to figure out if Rudy would actually do this, which is look over the side of the boat, see all the cultists, and she kind of wants to throw a fireball at them.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to. decide-
They're definitely within range at this
Yeah,
point.
I'm trying to decide if she do it or not.
If it
You know-
helps, Ro is always encouraging violence.
I mean,
Speaking of Ro encouraging violence, she's shooting at them, isn't she?
I mean, every opportunity she can.
I figured.
fireball fifth level.
The spirit's gonna come back and only going to fire if they give chase.
Fireball them at fifth level.
Okay.
Good.
Fuck it. They're attacking us. You know, whatever. I want less people. Wow, not great. Not great.
Ooh, wow.
That sucks. That sucks a lot. But whatever. So it's 33 total.
All right. In the general chaos of the current events, your crew is trying to untie the boat, put out the fire, get the sails going, so you guys can make it as hasty an exit as possible. Philippe is panicked, likely because, while this is not the exact same situation, This is not a situation he wanted to find himself in.
Mm-hmm.
Ro is firing off shots towards the crowd, trying to pick away any of the cultists she can. I'll just say knock off 2 bullets, you're fine.
Okay.
Michelle, Erudite, will cast a fireball and will let it loose into the crowd of people, incinerating a pretty decent chunk of these cultists, but leaving still more remaining.
Mm-hmm.
All of you who are capable of doing so are letting loose ranged attacks on them to try and cut down their numbers. All the while, your crew begins to pull the ship away and out into the open ocean, further and further away from the island. What are you guys going to do?
This is gonna sound like a weird thing, but I saw Dea get, I assume, bit by one of those things.
No, I
Clawed.
didn't get bit. I got clawed.
I'm still
She's
gonna.
a were-guppy now.
I was about to say, I still don't trust it because of everything going on. I'm gonna use 5 lay on hands as though I'm curing disease, just
Okay.
to be safe.
Okay, that's fine.
And as we're going away, I'm gonna say there's a couple shipwrecks that aren't. There's a shipwreck that's not close enough to the island they'd be able to get to us. Do you guys want to look there, or do you want to get as far away as we can?
I want to get as far away as we can because I think they're connected to the Sea Lord.
Even if they are,
think
we
so?
will. If they are, we still don't have a lead.
I know, but I think.
I mean, everything that's water-based is not the
No.
it's the same.
But they've never. I doubt they've attacked. I don't have tongues prepared right now, but I doubt they've attacked. They attacked his ship.
We weren't. I'm gonna be honest. We weren't exactly subtle in the town.
Gail, you said they were watching.
Oh, they were watching.
If you're truly concerned, the spirit can fly back there and just keep firing.
I think they're connected. I don't know. Maybe I'm being paranoid, but they did say they would do everything to come after us. That would be part of it.
They did, but again, we don't have a lead to go from here.
I mean, we can look at the. I guess we can look at the shipwreck, but I
I'm
don't
just
know.
saying, if we're gonna go farther away, what's our alternative right now? Dea, I mean, you got any hints from your bastard?
From my bastard? You mean the hunter?
I mean, you don't really speak kindly of him, so yeah.
I don't know that I speak unkindly. No, he hasn't given me anything. He's not. He's a learn by doing kind of guy.
Well, at the moment, we don't have anywhere else to go unless somebody else has a suggestion. We could go back in the open water and just sink to the bottom, but I don't particularly think that's a good idea. Mainly because Gale wouldn't be able to see, and neither would Haru.
Fuck me, I guess.
You have a lamp.
Yeah, but if we're underwater,
That's
It's
true.
it's not flame, is it?
I don't
No,
fucking
it's
know.
Yeah.
No. The
It's a
starlight
magic
lantern.
Yeah.
No. I remember describing that it's like an ethereal, like starlight.
Let's
You know?
take a look at Rose's intelligence really quick.
7.
Okay.
We're just
Never
gonna-
mind.
Why would I think a lamp is anything but?
I mean, okay, that's fair, I guess. I'm sorry.
Well,
Oh.
okay.
Do we still have the symbol
The
Like-
symbol.
that was inside
Gale
of
took?
the ship that Gale took?
I mean,
yeah.
Rudy copied it down somewhere, didn't she?
Yeah, I haven't.
Rudy copied it down, and I'm pretty sure Gale knocked
it.
it off of a boat.
Yeah,
My
yeah.
question is
yeah.
Gale keeping it by his bunk, or is he carrying it with him?
He's carrying it with him.
It's a new shield.
I mean, I could use it to take somebody's head off if I tried really hard. It was pretty in there.
The spirit will last for an hour. I could have it look for the symbol somewhere in the town. Can't really promise too much.
I mean, if we really wanted to fuck shit up, there's a way we could go back, but I wouldn't suggest it.
What do you
I
mean?
don't think the crew particularly wants to go back.
No, there's a cove near the western side. You could make it through, but it would be really tight, and I
Yeah.
don't trust it that much.
I mean, related to that, like if we tried to investigate the ships, we would also have to get close to some dangerous rocks.
Well, my thought on that was we'd get close enough we could walk. Keep our ship as far away as we can.
What a strange statement. In any place other than D&D, that would be a very weird statement to hear.
Also, the ship, we probably have, like, little teeny tiny ships on it we could throw out.
Dinghies.
Dinghies.
It's like a Matryoshka doll. A big boat full of smaller boats.
we could easily take one of those, or two or three, depending on how much space Gale takes up. I'm just saying, it might be nothing, but at the moment, this was our last lead. Outside of what the ship was carrying last time. And I don't think Paquisha's War has much to do with this.
Hopefully not. Probably not.
Okay, so what we're saying is we need a new lead.
Desperately.
Okay. Where are the places where we think we might be able to get to lead?
There's the shipwreck that I saw on the western coast. It was outside of the edge of all of the bad shit. And there was one
Okay.
on the eastern side. But Connor, real quick question.
Yes.
Is this clouds or is this water?
I couldn't find a good symbol for like, oh, there's a lot of water, it's dangerous here, so I decided to use like a hurricane symbol. It's
That
dangerous water,
confused the shit-
basically.
That confused the
Yeah,
shit out
I
of me.
know.
Like,
It's like-
the
I
hurricane-
like now that it's like visible properly, I'm like, it doesn't kind of work, but like, it was the best I got.
Regardless, the ones on the western side are going to be easier to get to via ship. On the eastern side, we've got the issue of some really bad water. I don't want to end up shipwrecked here if we can avoid it.
Okay. Well, we can go over to the western side and check out the two ships, and walk. We still got to be careful if we do that, because going on the water with our feet does not diminish the fact that there are waves and rocks.
What are you talking about? It's not like I could sink or anything.
I will say, as the voice of an idea that is very dangerous, there is another place you could go.
Did you just
You
motion us
could-
back to the village?
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, but
Information-wise, it would be one of the best chances.
I mean,
But
They
with that
all-
said, you're right. The boats are safer. Air
mean,
quotes.
if we-
Safer.
if we land and get within a mile, I can send familiars through it. But
Okay, so our options are
Shipwrecks or village?
shipwrecks,
Or the
including.
village
So
that
let's
wants
put
us
it
all
out even
dead.
easier. Let's talk about what we're going to do next. We have the easy shipwrecks. We have the bad water shipwrecks, or we have the village, which we're going to have to fight through the village if we go there, because they're not going to want us back, and clearly they're controlled by something. We're going to have to fight an entire village. Or we're going to have to deal with really bad water, which could potentially sink the ship, and then we're going to have to fight the village anyway, because they're going to try to kill us anyway when we get shipwrecked there, and we also have to worry about everyone who's here on the ship.
Whoa.
Or we could go to the easy one, which probably, most likely, probably won't have anything, and if we get shipwrecked there because we do something dumb, we're going to have to fight the village anyway.
Are you saying we should fight the village?
I mean, it sounds like we're gonna get shipwrecked
I'm
if
saying-
we're not careful.
I'd say that we should start with the shipwreck that is in worse waters. While I still have the spirit here, can fly people over there. And I don't think we should have too many there, but few
Again.
people who are particularly good at investigating.
I mean, we could, with Gale's idea, we could leave our ship here, take the dinghies, which would take us a little bit of time, but we can go through the pathway I saw that's secret, there was a cove there. I don't know much about anything else, but it would let us get back up the cliff face and we'd have the moment of surprise. And it would keep our ship out of danger.
Here's what I got in my arsenal. I have Pass Without Trace, and I have Flock of Familiars, which lasts for an hour. So, if we wanted to investigate the village, we have sneaky ways to do it. I can help us be sneaky about it. If we want to fight them, we can fight them on our own turfs without endangering our ship.
Yes. Oh, by the way, the Celestial Spirit has a once per summon free healing thing, so it's going to heal there.
Thanks.
For how much is? Hold on. I don't think it loaded in properly.
I don't think it's supposed to roll twice.
Didn't. It just do the first one.
Okay, 50.
Mm.
I will also
Didn't load in properly.
Back up the full.
To say one other thing. There are other things on the island you have not investigated,
Oh no, we didn't go to the northern half at all.
or southern.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Regardless, they were fish people, which is something
Frog
at very least.
people.
Whatever, Daya. They were still not people. We still need to clear this out because there'll be other people coming in here at potentials for stopping, and we don't want anyone else getting hurt.
So basically, we're going to have to kill all the people in the village.
I don't mean to sound brutal, but yeah, I mean, Gale, your thoughts? Well,
I'm down.
We tried going in there nice.
I mean, none of us attacked.
If we can, if we can avoid fighting people, if we can figure out why they did that, I'd be fine with that. But
Let's
if
try
we
to
can't-
avoid conflict altogether for now.
but going back in there this time, I'm not gonna avoid just attacking. We have to be ready for it this time.
so what's our plan with the ship at very least? We don't want to dock it anywhere they can find it.
We can stock it a bit. We can, anchor up a bit offshore, safe distance.
Could put it right
We
around
can go
here,
in.
get us to the tip.
We can maybe try to get in close. Try not to, go straight into a mob. If there are smaller groups or people alone, we can target them first, either talking or killing. Whichever happens.
Regardless of what we do, I will make sure that I have the ability to cast a spell for water walking in case if it's needed. That way we shouldn't be stranded on the island no matter what happens.
Well, hold on. I can get us off the island. It would just not put us near the boat. But I can get us somewhere if something happens, so... Well, not now. I need a break. I need an hour. Or 10 minutes, really. I can sleep for 10 minutes and... Do I have it? Can I? No, I can't. No, I need an hour. We should take a break anyhow, I think.
Do you need a break now?
Yeah.
No, it's fine now, I think, but
About to say, at very least, we need to move some before we take a break.
yeah, that's
It's
fine.
best to position ourselves to be ready, so that way when daybreak comes out, because they didn't seem like they wanted to do anything during the day. Oh, it could
I
have
also
just been
don't
misleading.
want to leave Jotun just there.
Yeah.
Who is Jotun?
Who?
Just the lady in the barn. She was one of Felipe's, the person who stayed.
Oh.
Had she been alright thus far?
Yeah, her.
so
I mean,
far.
her barn burned down, but yeah, she was all right.
That's kind of aggressive.
What?
I said that's kind of aggressive.
Aggressive. Okay, I thought you said regressive, and I'm like, what?
Regardless,
That
we should move the ship somewhere closer so that way, one, if something happens and we need to get away quickly, we can get back to the ship. And two, farther enough away that the ship isn't going to be able to be attacked easily. Where we're at
Yeah.
right now is not ideal.
Mhm.
It's far
a good
enough
idea.
away for sure, but I mean, look how far we'd have to go. Haru can't even see the land.
Probably
Can
can't
barely
the
see the land when we're right up on the dock.
Yeah, I know, but regardless, might be safe to get it closer, but not so close that we've got to be worried. Happy middle ground. And no splitting up this time.
All right.
Look, I know I told you guys to go do that, but at the same time, we now know that this place is an active threat, not a passive one.
Yeah.
I mean, to be fair, things went pretty well for us. Nothing.
Yeah.
Nothing.
Except
nothing awful
Gale
happened.
was by himself.
I said us.
I-
We three. It was fine. There was
Yeah.
a bit of miscommunication at one point, but it got
Yeah.
handled.
Gail, how are you doing, by the way?
I'm doing all right.
Do you need a nap?
You require
could-
healing.
I could use a nap. Gil was pretty clearly starting to bleed.
Oh. Well, how long will it take us to get to where we need to be anyway? Wouldn't it take about an hour anyhow?
I have no idea, Connor.
Are we talking like on a boat or by walking?
Boat?
Flying.
Thanks, smartass.
I mean, a few of us could do that.
On the boat, it'd take less than an hour.
Okay.
But
But with that said, the biggest thing is you guys. It depends entirely upon how exactly you want to do it. If you're just going to sail the boat right up to the wrecks,
No.
no.
someone's going
No.
to need to start making checks either
No,
to
no,
the
no.
NPC's clue or Dea. Those are your two options, basically.
That's
Um,
I
if
was
not
thinking-
that, sorry.
Sorry, I was thinking like right around here. Because that means we can get to land pretty easily by walking or taking a dinghy. But it gets us far enough away from the spikes.
Yeah, you can certainly. It would be safer to drop anchor, like say over here. That way, there's no risk of being dragged towards spikes. Pointy rocks. You know what I mean.
I was saying spikes, so that's on me.
Yeah, and then I kept saying it. And then really, yeah, you're right. You could water walk that way, or you could take a dinghy and try to sail around it. It would take a bit of physical effort, but knowing the crew that you walk around with, it's still doable.
Or we can go somewhere else. That's just my suggestion from what I've seen, because, like I said, there was something down there. Might be worth checking out, but regardless, it would give us access back to the village from a short distance by going that way. Plus, back to the southern area, and we haven't checked anywhere else. Because, out of character, Jessica's suspicious about this.
You saw nothing.
Cloud's better than.
Sorry, hold on. Shh. You saw nothing.
There you go.
No, don't worry. I intentionally did it like that.
Okay.
Yeah, so you're fine.
Regardless, that's my suggestion, just because it gets us one to a place that we could at very least check to make sure there's no like hidden tunnel up, because cave systems and stuff like that can be used as secret tunnels back up to the main. I mean, we saw it with Rose family house.
Whatever.
We can drop anchor somewhere else.
So are we going to check out the shipwrecks or not? That's the first question.
I'm gonna ask, do you think it's going to be better to check out the shipwrecks or better to go back to shore? Because that's the end of the discussion right there. Are we gonna... I'm just talking to try to get other people to give ideas.
Yeah,
That's first.
You don't want to hear my ideas.
Well, I don't...
no.
Or is this pretend and leave, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, Gail is insistent on making sure we don't leave right now. I kind of doubt the ships will hold a lot because they're just, they're shipwrecked. It's a tough area. We can go back there if we don't find anything, but I kind of doubt it'll be worth the time right now. So our best bet is to go back on the island without the frog people noticing, which means we can go around to this southwestern area, dock, a ways offshore, and either dinghy or walk back to shore. And that's my proposed plan. Which is also kind of yours, more or less.
Yeah, just a different location.
Yeah.
Because I'm still suspicious about the cove, but at the same time,
I don't want to risk our ship on that for an investigation.
We've also never checked this entire section of land, and we've never checked anything past this.
I'm gonna be completely honest. My priority right now is making sure these sailors are okay. It's like they don't deserve this. They're just sailors.
I mean, we already gave them triple pay.
Well, while we're looking for places to anchor the ship, if there are any places on land where there actually are animals congregating, that means that the villagers would not travel to those parts frequently. So if we do go south and find that there are more animals on that part of the island than where we visited, then it can be assumed it is a safer place.
Also valid.
Well, if no one has any other ideas, I say we just go there. Or there. I don't know. Away. And then we can tell the sailors, if we're not back in, 24 hours or something.
Or send a message.
If we're not back in, 24 hours, with, radio silence, they can just go.
I feel like that's a bit risky. Because what if something happens and we're still on the island, we just get trapped temporarily and can't send a message? We'd just lose a ship we just paid a shit ton of money for.
You think they sent, Rudy can use sending.
If she's not knocked out. No offense, Rudy.
Not gonna be knocked out for...
I'd say...
Actually, I will say, in game, the recovery time from being knocked to 0 and then getting back up is 1 hour.
1d4 hours.
24 hours?
1d4.
Oh, 1d4. I apologize.
If we miss it by a couple of hours, we'll send we'll use sending and they can turn around. It's not a huge deal.
Let us say if they do not receive anything after a day, they can go further out of the island, but should remain within a half day of travel in case if we do send later message.
Sure, whatever.
Hey, you can't sound so dismissive about the fact I don't want to get stuck on the island potentially.
We will be fine.
We would just lose a ship entirely. There's no
We
guarantee.
won't lose it. We know who's on it. We can send messages.
If they don't,
if they want to get paid, they will take the message.
I don't know. Having a free ship versus getting paid.
We can threaten them that we will hunt them down. What kind of answer do you want from us? What do you want?
I don't think
we're gonna be so quick to send our ship off to nowhere that we know of.
They didn't sign up for fish people.
Given the reports of the monster attacking off the coast of Lucretia, I do not believe that they would want to sail too far away from here without us.
That's true.
In fairness, Captain,
Oh,
I should
you are
say
here.
you
Oh shit.
all are wearing those bright blue cloaks.
Yeah.
Why are we wearing the cloaks?
Because
I
we're
don't
still
know.
blue cloaks.
I'm assuming it's because of the people you work for.
Yeah. The
I mean,
blue cloaks.
We're not in Patricia. We don't have to take them off yet.
No. What?
Our boss
I'm
doesn't
not
like
wearing
us
one.
being seen in
Okay.
places that don't have blue cloaks. Don't worry
But
about
still, I can't speak for the rest of the crew, but I had a feeling that something like this was going to happen. You sort don't typically take to the sea unless there's something big happening.
it. I want you to know I'm motioning as though he is standing beside Mercy right now.
Jill's looking at you like, what the fuck are you doing?
I do the
Pretty
same
much.
thing. Don't worry.
I'm kidding. I motion too sometimes.
Yeah.
No, trust me. If you saw what I was doing, I do hand movements constantly.
Oh, same.
Yeah,
We all do.
including every time I say air quotes, I actually physically do
Yeah.
air quotes.
I mean, could you at least give it a 2-day, 3-day window instead of a day?
Sure.
That's all I'm asking. I'm asking, don't tell them to leave. You
Yeah,
have
we
to
could increase
at all.
the time limit. The 24
Look,
hours was just
I
an
think-
idea.
I've got a better idea.
What?
I think he's
Why don't you
suggesting
come
we
up
take
with
off
some
the
kind of
cloaks.
a word that only I will know how to respond to, and you send the message to me.
And you
Okay.
go.
Well,
If you
I'm not
hear it?
letting you choose the word.
Yes. It's either a word to immediately get out of Dodge, or a word to let you know that it is indeed you we're getting the message from, or that you're not getting the message under duress. It only seems wise to me. Oh, I won't lie. The crew are definitely scared. I don't blame them. But, with that said,
Not surprising.
I'm not exactly going to be leaving this boat anytime soon.
I mean, if we really want to go cliche for us, a word could be misfortune.
Yeah. Well, yeah. I was trying to think of a word. I can't think of anything but misfortune.
What do you think is a good word, short kid?
Call me kid again, and we'll fucking see what a good fucking word is. Alright?
Look, you're probably a lot younger than me. I consider you a kid anyways.
I don't give a shit. You know the connotations of me
No?
being called a kid? I'm 3 fucking feet tall. If you need a word, I don't know, ass. Fuck, get out of
That's a
here.
good word.
That's
my
why I
face.
didn't want to ask her, because I knew
Call
where
me
she
a
was going.
kid. I can't. That's fucking
I
disrespect.
can't tell if I irritated Jill or if Luke irritated Ro.
What?
I mean, to be fair to Ro, being called a kid as a halfling probably is an insult.
It probably.
It probably is, but also you're looking at a albatross man that's missing an arm. He's probably heard his fair share.
And he's looking at a very, very vain halfling
With 2 guns.
with 2 guns. I'm not gonna do it, but I could do it.
What about Tuesday?
Tuesday?
What day of the week is it?
Oh my god.
I don't really know, but if you start talking about making plans on a Tuesday, it's obvious that you're not going to be saying that if you're supposed to be communicating other information to a ship. And if we're in trouble, but we're talking about making plans on a Tuesday, then you would know that, okay, something very bad is happening.
You could do something like we're ready to set sail next Tuesday or something.
Well, you could do something like that. But if you chose 2 different phrases that still didn't make sense, they wouldn't be able to tell one way or another if it was a good phrase or a bad phrase. You know? If you said ravens fly over the sea or honeybees are underground, something like that. They both don't make sense, but you can't tell if it's a good phrase or a bad one.
Right.
Durians taste like shite.
It also works.
That's a good one.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
didn't
alright, you know what? We're doing that. If we say durians taste like
shit.
shite,
No.
You get out of here.
What would the good phrase be then?
That is the good phrase. It's truthful.
Gale.
Okay.
Okay. Since we're going with Gale.
I've got a better idea for the good phrase.
Alright.
Everybody gets a raise.
I don't want to say that. That's
Alright, hold on.
Actually,
No.
Absolutely.
You already got raises.
Though they're going to be asking for
No.
another one.
Oh,
trust
I'm
me.
sure.
If we
Don't worry
announce
about
it, that
that.
makes it more ambitious.
It makes them even happier too.
No.
All right, let's go
People
with
do
that.
things for money.
I hate that
I'm
he's
just
right.
being pragmatic.
Come on, man.
We're gonna have to give
What do
them
you
a
want from me?
raise.
Let's just, yeah.
Next time we hire ex-pilots.
I wouldn't do that.
I wouldn't do that either, and I am an ex-pirate. I mean, you didn't hear nothing.
all those years.
Emphasis on the X. Alright, fine. Whatever, that's the good phrase. Let's gonna move on.
So give raises is good.
Alright.
Durian
Bad
says
news
like
is
shine is
Durian.
bad.
Alright, works for me. So, Captain, where to?
I think we
Southern
should.
section of the island, away from the actual shore?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright. Hoist the sails, men. We're gonna get going. And keep an eye out for weird people with fish faces.
I still want to drop
Yes.
something in the water and see if something
Stay
comes up.
stay far enough away from the shore that Molotovs can't be thrown.
Oh, and keep an eye out for tentacles.
Just in case. And barnacles.
We see that, we're fucked.
And barnacles. Keep an eye out for barnacles.
But like malicious barnacles.
Malicious barnacle.
The barnacle sickness. Watch out.
Particularly irate barnacles.
Barnacles that look pissed off.
You've been a trove of quotes about barnacles today.
It's all I can think about.
Malicious Barnacle sounds like some new age band.
Ugh.
God.
Band name called it. Ah.
Alright. So, you guys begin using your boat to get about, what is this, about a mile offshore? Yeah, it's about a mile offshore. And your ship will drop anchor a fair way away from any of the dangerous pointy rocks and the actual dangerous townsfolk. So, your plans for next week are, I'm assuming, going to be investigating the shipwrecks, trying to poke around town without getting in trouble, taking a look at the southern section of the island. All sounds like a fun list.
We'll probably work our way from the bottom up, to be fair.
Yeah.
And so don't forget, before the end of this, I am going to heal up Gale a bit.
That's fine. You can do so.
I'll expend Channel Divinity Enhanced Cures, and I'll start with a second level Cure Wounds. That's
Alright.
why
So you
Close.
heal up.
is 25.
There you go.
All right.
If you're still hurt, I'll put another first level in.
You can either do that, or would I have an hour to take a short rest?
I mean,
Yeah, I mean, we.
maybe you'd be like around an hour, yeah.
If there's an hour, I would also like to do an arcane recovery, so yeah.
Okay. Yeah, you could probably get away with that.
Okay, if I can get away with it, I'll just spend some hit
And
dice.
like by the time you're over here, it'll be like midnight, let's say. Okay. And like after the rest, after the healing, after all of that stuff, it's like midnight. We'll say.
There's
Okay.
that past
Yeah, we'll do that.
If
so
it's
you're
short
not
rest,
burned.
I'd just get that Channel Divinity back.
Yeah, that's
There
fine.
you go.
All right. Anything else you guys would like to do before we end the session?
Nope.
All right.
Nope.
Well, in that case, I do appreciate everybody for showing up for the stream, and thank you all for playing the game with me. I do appreciate having you guys play in the game. And before we end the stream, remember, Twinkle and Icing Death are both garbage named for swords, and everybody say goodbye, stream.